NCN Sports is presented by Medica. With a Medica health plan, you're not just covered, you're cared for. Liberty First Credit Union, banking with purpose. Find out more at libertyfirstcu.com. Teammates Mentoring. Join the team. Be a mentor. Go to teammates.org today. And by Faith Regional Health Services. When you need exemplary care, have faith.
Good evening and welcome to Northeast Nebraska for this special presentation of college sports on News Channel Nebraska. I'm Michael Shively, he's Elijah Mosier. It is absolutely beautiful tonight in Wayne, America. No place we'd rather be for the start of the college football season. And a perfect start it is in the Cornhusker State because it's the renewal of a legendary rivalry as the Wildcats host the Lopers of Nebraska Kearney. Elijah, the mood is right. These teams fired up to get the season going, and for the first time since 2011, these two in-state foes get to take the field against each other.
To reinstate this rivalry on a Thursday night in week 0, the scene is perfect. We got sun is out, we got perfect weather, and it's already time to get that football in the air.
And it's two teams that have high expectations for this season. They hope to start it off the right way. Pretty similar look, quite frankly. Ryan Held for Nebraska Kearney in his 3rd season. Logan Masters his 4th season at Wayne State College. Both teams have new starting quarterbacks and new offensive coordinators. Lots of similar storylines.
Yeah, of course, when you look at it that way, there's going to be a lot of new for both of these teams, which makes it really exciting. Not a lot of film on either one of these teams. Could be a very heavy defensive battle, too.
It could. The fireworks are going off. The Wildcats are taking the field. We're getting ready for the start of the game. We'll have your key players right after this.
At Wayne State, unlimited opportunities start with you, plus the power of us. It's the power of the classroom teacher, inspiring the next generation. Business entrepreneurs, soaring with success. Healthcare professionals, caring for their communities. Leaders in arts and sciences, making their mark on the world. With the power of Wayne State behind you, there's nothing you can't do. Learn more at ExploreWayneStateCollege.com.
Let's start with your key players for the home side. That's the Wayne State Wildcats. A guy that got hurt after a few games last season, now expected to be the lead ball carrier, Dawson Forgy.
Yeah, Forgy, he's now going to lead that backfield again this year for the Wildcats. And with a new quarterback coming in, it's up to him to set up that momentum, and it'll be a lot of fun to see how he can shape this backfield for Wayne State tonight.
We might have an All-American along the defensive line for the Wildcats, a guy with a lot of hype, Carter Sitzman.
Sitzman is one of the best defensive linemen in the Northern Sun Intercollegiate Conference, if not the Midwest as a whole. He is one of the best players, and he's going to be wrecking havoc all night long.
On the UNK side, it's Isaiah Harris at running back, and the key player on defense is Parker Wise. We'll pause for the Star Spangled Banner and be back with starting lineups on News Channel Nebraska.
Did you know that Teammates Mentoring is the largest school-based mentoring program in the nation? But we still need your help. Over 500 students are waiting for a mentor like you. Meeting with a student just once a week in school can make a positive impact on their life by providing a sense of hope and helping them to reach their full potential. So what are you waiting for? Head over to teammates.org today to learn more about how you can get involved. Join the team. Be a mentor.
It's Schaefer's Labor Day Savings Event. Take advantage of store-wide savings, interest-free financing, and special Labor Day cashback rebates. Don't turn up the TV, turn down the dishwasher with a new Quiet KitchenAid. Super cleaning performance and features make KitchenAid stand out. And at Schaefer's, save $400 on this 3-rack stainless dishwasher and get free local installation. Hurry in for the Labor Day Savings Event going on now at Schaefer's, 48th and R. Lincoln.
UNK head coach Ryan Held is with me. Coach, third season now. How does it feel as you get into another Loper football year?
Well, we're like everybody. We're excited to go. It's a big game tonight, obviously. Interstate rival. So it's it's worth one. So we're just going to come out here and let it fly, and hopefully we're a lot better in year 3.
You have a new offensive coordinator and a new quarterback, so can expect something new on that side of the football. What should people expect to see on offense?
Well, I mean, it'll be very similar. We've tweaked some things, in the off season, but we got to be able to be better on offense. We haven't, we've been close here and there, but we got to be able to score more points. We know that, and so we got to be able to come out here and perform well.
Defense was the strength of the team last year. What is the strength of that unit this year?
Oh, I think it's our D-line. Our D-line's pretty good. I think we got a lot of depth. We got some really good football players, but we'll see. We know we got a great challenge. Wayne's both lines are really, really good, and so we're going to be challenged tonight.
Wayne State College, the opponent, they're going to be fired up to defend their home field in a rivalry game. What do you expect to see from the Wildcats?
Well, we know they're going to play hard. We know they're going to play with emotion. We got to bring our A game. We know that it's going to be a tremendous challenge, but we've started on the road 3 years. This will be our 3rd year in a row, so we're used to that. We just we got to go out and execute. That's what it comes down to. The crowds, tune out the crowd and just play football once the adrenaline removes.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck.
Appreciate it.
That's Ryan Held, head coach of the Lopers. More coverage coming up on News Channel Nebraska.
From the heart of Nebraska to across the state, RMV Construction is building more than just structures. We're building trust. RMV Construction has grown from humble beginnings to become a trusted name across central Nebraska and beyond. With unmatched craftsmanship, cutting-edge innovation, and an unwavering commitment to customer satisfaction, we deliver projects on time, on budget, and above expectations. Trusted, local, proven. RMV Construction in Kearney and Lincoln. Let's build your vision together.
Coach Logan Masters of Wayne State College joins me. Coach, it's a beautiful day. It's the renewal of a rivalry. What's the mood of the team and the staff getting ready for this one?
I think it's exciting. The best thing about college football is rivalries, and we finally get to have this one back since 2011. And we had to teach them a little bit about it because it hasn't been played since they were in elementary, middle school. But really excited to be back here in Wayne America playing football.
All right, let's talk about your offense. New OC, new QB. What do you expect from that unit?
Obviously, we got to score points to win, so protect the ball, be efficient, and just put the ball in our playmakers' hands and let them make plays.
What's the key to strong defensive play today and this season?
I think the biggest thing first game is tackling. We got to tackle well, no assignment bust, be in the right spot, and then make the plays when they present themselves.
A talented roster on the opposite side of the field. What do you know about the Lopers?
They bring back a bunch of talented guys in the O-line, D-line, a lot of transfers, so I'm sure they're talented, so we'll just have to adjust because you don't have much film on them.
Well, thanks, Coach. Best of luck.
Thank you. Go Cats.
That's the head coach of the Wayne State College Wildcats, Logan Masters. We have more pregame coverage on the way. You're watching News Channel Nebraska.
Spend with purpose because I bank with purpose at Liberty First Credit Union. With my Liberty Plus checking account, I can earn extra cash just for spending on everyday things, like groceries, online or in-store purchases, and lunch. At Liberty First, anyone can join, so start earning money to spend on the things you love. Start banking with purpose. Start banking with Liberty First Credit Union.
And we're underway here at Wayne America. Glad you're with us. Michael Shively, Elijah Mosier with you. We're looking forward to this game very much. No wins, no losses on either side, a clean slate. Your starting lineups on the screen right now, presented by Medica. Medica, you're not just covered, you're cared for. Wayne State College will start with the football, led by fourth-year head coach Logan Masters, 24-10, the record in his 3 complete seasons. Bennett Dannenbring is the quarterback. Hands off to Dawson Forgey along the right side, and his legs are cut out underneath him at the numbers at the 25. Good job sprinting in and making the stop for UNK. That was Colton Tilford.
A good start there for UNK defensively as Wayne State came out in a run-heavy package. Keeps this 2nd and 10.
UNK leaned on its defense last season on the way to a 5-6 record. On play action, Dannenbring tucks the football, and he's brought down for a loss behind the line of scrimmage. Racing in to get him by the legs, Dylan Jordan, a redshirt junior, transfer out of Butler Community College, originally from Pittsburgh, Kansas, in the heart of the MIAA. And the tackle for loss sets up 3rd down and 12 from the 23-yard line for Wayne State College.
It's going to be tough for both these teams to get something going offensively. You're seeing it already. UNK making a mark out of the backfield. Wayne State's got to do something here with 3rd and long.
Dannenbring is a sophomore out of Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Saw a decent amount of time in a backup capacity last year. Has pressure in his face, heaves it down the field to the left side, and is it caught? No. Incomplete. And no penalty flags on the field. They were trying to find Dane Peterson, a 6'4" tight end, and the officials keep the flags in the pocket, setting up 4th and 12.
That was a spectacular ball down the field, and another, I thought he almost came down with that. That was a close play there on the far sideline.
Now, we didn't have the best view of it from the opposite side of the complex here at Cunningham Field. So, punt formation is here. This is Jacob Burrow. He's a freshman from Sioux City to punt. Gets the low snap, and the right-footed kick spirals down the numbers on the right side, takes a Wayne State College bounce, and flips the field to the 27 of UNK. It was Zane Schwong, the senior from Waverly, back deep, who elected to let it roll out.
And now Wayne State's going to come out here, try to do the exact same thing that UNK did to them, try to force a 3-and-out, try to get that ball back, as I think we are going to see a pretty heavy defensive-minded game tonight.
There's your school spotlight presented by Medica. With a Medica health plan, you're not just covered, you're cared for. Lopers making the journey from Kearney. About how long does that take, Elijah?
About 3 hours and 20 minutes, give or take.
Darren Bryden's first pass as a Loper is complete. He finds Jaden Jude, a junior transfer from Tennessee Chattanooga, with the completion for a 1st down, and the Lopers move the chains. They don't huddle. They're going up-tempo. There's your look at the Wayne State College Wildcats school spotlight out of the Northern Sun Intercollegiate Athletic Conference. Bryden himself, a transfer, hands off Isaiah Harris, a big hole. There he goes for a 1st down and more. Daylight for Isaiah Harris, and he's all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Lopers. A 55-yard gash from the senior.
And what you saw that time from UNK, first play, quick pass, and then hurry it up, split 4 receivers wide, run it right up the middle. Man, that was quite the misdirection from the UNK offense.
The former Nebraska Cornhusker out of Millard South High School, who exploded onto the scene as a junior transfer last season in UNK's season-opening win at Chadron State College, finds some daylight and hustles on in for 6. Trey Pritchard for the extra point. Puts it up and gets it through. So not even 2 minutes into the ball game, and the visitors out of Kearney have forced a 3-and-out and scored a touchdown. The Wildcats look to respond after this on News Channel Nebraska.
A truck that's built to handle the toughest tasks. The GMC Sierra 2500 from Woodhouse Buick GMC. With available turbo diesel power, a reinforced frame, and advanced trailering tech, it's heavy-duty capability without compromise. Take advantage of exclusive offers happening now. Visit us in store or shop online today. Woodhouse Buick GMC. We are professional grade.
With 2 board-certified physicians, Dr. Charles Harper and Dr. Alan Spanel offers a high level of expertise in internal medicine. If you're over age 18 and ready to find a trusted physician who will be with you throughout your years, Dr. Harper and Dr. Spanel are ready to provide you with the medical care you need. Whether you are healthy or have several medical conditions, as internal medicine physicians, they provide the care you need. Yankton Medical Clinic, Norfolk location offers so much care so close to home.
What a start for the visitors out of Kearney. Wayne State trying to respond. Here's Dawson Forgy to receive the kick from Kyle Failing. Sees his way out to the 20, but not anything more than that. Brought down by the Lopers' Trey Kennedy, the sophomore out of Kennesaw. Out come the Wayne State Wildcats. They didn't get much on offense that first few snaps. UNK's defensive line was winning the battle of the line of scrimmage.
And that's something that now you know. You know that the UNK defensive front is going to be strong. You got to look for a little bit more quicker plays, some to the outside. Run some screens, some RPOs, try to keep UNK guessing.
3 wide receiver formation for the Wildcats and their sophomore quarterback, Bennett Dannenbrink. Before the play, a penalty flag comes out.
Yeah, we're going to have a false start here.
And already, looking at the sideline, Ife Current, the highly touted transfer corner for the Lopers, doing some chatting with the Wildcats sideline. And I'd say with the renewal of an in-state rivalry, we do expect to see some of this. The fans are fired up. The players are fired up. It's the season opener. There's going to be some jawing back and forth. We expect this to be competitive.
Yeah, we do.
First down and 15 for Dannenbrink. And a change of the play. It's a handoff to Forgy. He escapes the first set of tacklers with a Loper helmet laying on the turf. He falls forward to the 18. That's a gain of 3. And second down and 12 coming up. Jack Nicolaisen has to exit for Nebraska Kearney.
Now second and long again for Wayne State. Something a little bit better. They got a couple yards on that last rush. Kind of sticking to the same 3 receiver formation with 2 on the top.
This is a Wayne State College offense with a new offensive coordinator, Brody Rohach. Here's Dannenbrink. Has his first completion and scampering out of bounds short of the marker is Ty Johnson.
Yeah, that was a good pass there. Found the hole in the zone. Not a whole lot of coverage in the flat. And good little pickup here. Brings up 3rd and 4. This is definitely manageable for Wayne State. Last time on 3rd down, UNK brought the blitz. See if they do it again here.
They have 5. Make that 6 along the line of scrimmage. Single coverage everywhere. Dannenbrink gets rid of it and nearly intercepted. Blanketing coverage by the Lopers defense, led by Tyson Boganowski. Looking around the right sideline for Boston Hensley, or correction, for Elijah Hudson. It was incomplete. And for the second consecutive series, a 3-and-out for Wayne State College.
Yeah, UNK prided themselves on their defense last year. It looks like it might be a little bit of the same mantra again this year, and they forced 2 3-and-outs in Wayne State's first 2 series.
Burrell to punt. Nearly has it blocked. Schwang catches the football and is leveled back at the 30-yard line. Terrific pursuit by Isaiah Jackson. A redshirt freshman from Palmetto, Florida, lays the wood against Schwang.
Yeah, good tackle. Try to bring up the excitement, try to bring up the energy for this Wayne State sideline that's kind of gotten rocked through the first 3 minutes of this game.
Mitchell Anderson was also there on the coverage for the team in black and gold, playing in front of their home fans. Here is Darren Bryden handing off to Isaiah Harris. Harris fresh off a 55-yard touchdown jaunt. This time held to just 3, and it's second down and 7. So the Lopers, not only a new quarterback, new offensive coordinator. Colby Ellis departed to take a position at Oklahoma State, his alma mater. Tyler Harris, who was a first-year wide receiver coach last season, elevated to the OC role, but it is head coach Ryan Held doing most of the play calling for the team in white, blue, and gold. Bryden on 2nd and long, gives to Harris, changes direction, and he's wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. Luke Lambert, an Ashland Greenwood product, makes the stop. Just 1 yard gain, and it's 3rd down and 6.
Yeah, on their first possession, they saw the gaps that they were able to produce down the middle, tried to get back there on 1st and 2nd down, and Wayne State holding steady to bring up 3rd down.
The Lopers had 2 plays, managed a 1st down and a touchdown their previous possession. Now they stack wide receivers along the left sideline and have 1 to the right. Bryden, facing a 5-man rush, steps up, rolls to his right, and can't escape the pressure. He goes down. Alex Kowalczyk, a senior linebacker, with good pursuit, not letting the elusive quarterback find the sideline. And a 3-and-out for the Lopers. And Marty Mormino enters to punt.
And that pressure that Wayne State got on that down was so crucial, because if Darn had had more time, he had Dwayne Moorhead wide open for a touchdown downfield. It's a really good job by that Wayne State defense.
Mormino is a sophomore punter out of Omaha West Side. Had a solid freshman campaign. Ty Johnson is the deep man. It's a high punt, and Johnson catches it on the run, manages a few yards before stepping out of bounds. Oh, pretty darn good placement for the Wildcats. They'll start at the 40. That's just a 16-yard punt, net punt after the return. And the Wildcats down just a touchdown. Will start near midfield for their 3rd possession, looking for their first down.
See if they go back to some of that short passing that they had on that last series. They were definitely finding some openings in the flats.
1 back on either side for Dannenbring. And he hands off. Little bit of room. Parker Wise shuts it down, the junior captain from Kearney High. And a short gain along the left side. That's Jason Jones, 6'1", 210-pound sophomore out of Crestview, Florida.
Yeah, good run by Jones. That's up 2nd and 5.
And now Dannenbring alone in the shotgun. So we're seeing some different looks here from new offensive coordinator Brody Rohach. Confusion from the Wildcats. They have 6 seconds to snap it. Dannenbring gets it off, fakes the handoff, has space up the middle to run himself, and gets near the 1st down marker, doesn't get the friendly spot. He's less than a yard short, but loses his helmet. Dannenbring loses his helmet. He has to come out for a snap, and Brady McGill, the backup quarterback, a redshirt freshman from Omaha, Roncalli, enters to take his first collegiate snap on 3rd and less than a yard.
And that's just where you see a little bit of that inexperience. Whenever you had a potential offsides, instead of snapping it right away, you're looking for the call. If you snap it right away, you get that free play. And there it is again.
Lopers jump, but nobody flinches. That was McQueen who crossed. McGill hands off and stood up. That will depend on the spot. The Lopers saw it coming with the backup quarterback out there. Wayne Tay Kirby. Wayne Tay Kirby is playing in about his 9th season of college football. He's played at BYU and Oregon, took a few years off. He's at his 3rd year at UNK, and he came up with a 3rd down stop. Now Dannenbring returns to the field, but briefly, it looks like the Wildcats will call timeout. They trail by 7 minutes into the ballgame. And instead of calling timeout, the Wildcats send the punt unit out. So they won't go for it on 4th and inches at midfield. Instead, here's Jacob Burrell for his 3rd punt of the game. 5 seconds to snap it. Burrell Spiraling kick. Schwang lets it bounce at the 16, and it dies at between the 11 and the 12-yard line. Fascinating decision there by fourth-year head coach Logan Masters. Didn't want to go for it on 4th and inches at midfield here early in the game. He's showing faith in his defense.
And his defense showed out in the second possession for UNK. It's just one of those where 4th and inches, you get your starter back in. I mean, first quarter, why not try a QB sneak? We'll see how this decision plays out. They definitely got UNK pinned now.
7:19 remaining in the opening quarter on your Aurora Cooperative scoreboard. Michael Shively and Elijah Mosier with you live from Cunningham Field here in Wayne, America. New running back on is Jamez Ross. The redshirt freshman gets his first collegiate carry. He's knocked down after no gain along the right side and some pushing and shoving at the top of the screen on the far sideline. We told you these teams were likely to be going after each other today, and they did after that snap. No penalty flags yet.
And normally that's something that you have to wait a couple years of playing to finally get there, but these guys are getting right at it. You love to see that in a rivalry game. You want it to mean more, and it sure looks like it so far.
I was at the game in Chadron last year between the Lopers and Chadron State College, the Eagles, and that one was pretty darn intense too. Handoff up the middle, and Ross again stuffed. Maybe got a yard. Setting up 3rd and long, and Logan Masters is thinking, that might not have been the worst decision to punt there at 4th and inches. His defense has a chance to force a punt, get the ball right back around where they had it.
Especially whenever you put into the calculations that Mormino's last net punt wasn't very much. You could just easily trade field position, and it might work out. It's going to be 3rd and long. Interesting to see what UNK does here.
After completing his first pass of the game, Bryden has yet to throw another. Here he's flushed out to the left, looking downfield as penalty flags come out. Throws in front of Zane Schwang, who was trying to make a play coming back to the ball. Didn't get there. Good pursuit by James Frank, a defensive end out of Lincoln. Penalty flag is against the Lopers. And Logan Masters has another chance to make a decision here. Does he decline it? It's a hold, and it is declined. So the Lopers will punt from 3rd and 9.
UNK has already shown that they can get a long play if need be, and so take that 4th and 9, see where you come out on the other end of this.
So Johnson stands just about where the Wildcats elected to punt themselves. Low snap, good catch by Mormino. This one's a skyrocketing football that sends Johnson back to the 39-yard line. That's where he fair catches it. So a much better effort on his second try for Mormino.
And now you stack up the yards, and basically by playing the ball, they just lost about 10 yards, but get a fresh set of downs. No harm, no foul, I think.
A 48-yard punt by the sophomore, Nebraska native. So out come the Wildcats again, replacing Nick Bone, perhaps the greatest quarterback in Wayne State College history. Terrific player, longtime starter, big shoes to fill for Dannenbrink. He drops back on play action, has plenty of time, throws complete along the right side. Running over the first defender is Dane Peterson. And a big gain on 1st down for Wayne State College.
Found the gap, but got to give credit to that offensive line where they're getting gashed on that first couple series. They held in strong, gave their QB time to make a throw, and now they're in UNK territory for the first time tonight.
A 23-yard pickup. Dannenbrink with 2 wide receivers. Rolls to his left, sees some pressure and throws low, incomplete. Trying to find Keaton Bonderson, sophomore wideout Nobody open there, and the safe play to dump it short.
Going to be very interesting to watch as this game develops. And now, of course, now you're outside of your pre-planned series, and now you're just calling it based off of what you've seen defensively from the other team.
Now, Bennett Dannenbrink, while he was the backup to Bone last year, he did get in on 4 games. Went 2 for 6 passing for 2 touchdowns and 80 yards. So he was Mr. Big Play off the bench last season. Here he hands it off, and it's Dawson Forgy, the 5'11", 200-pound junior from Winterset, Iowa, carrying some Lopers for a solid pickup up the middle. It's now 3rd down and 3 from the Lopers 31 in what is likely 4-down territory.
Yeah, those opening first 3 minutes of the game were all UNK, but over these last 7 minutes, as now we approach the final 4 minutes of the first quarter, Wayne State's continued to grind at it, and they're finding some momentum now.
It's a direct snap to Forgy, and he navigates for the first. Put on his back that time by Garrett Hafes, but not before he moves the chains on a 4-yard gain. Pardon me, not a direct snap, just a quick handoff. Found his way through that defensive line for the Lopers into the second level. Forgy, the starter last season, but only played 4 games before a season-ending injury. Coach Masters happy to have him back. Pressure comes and gets home. A sack for Nebraska Kearney. Terrific pressure up the middle that time. Cole Ludke, redshirt freshman from Lincoln Southwest High School.
You know, I'm not going to get credit for it, but I was just thinking internally, Wayne State's had it pretty easy in the backfield. I wonder if they're going to go with a blitz defensively. There's the blitz, and now it's 2nd and long.
Loss of 8. Ludke broke his leg last season, leading to that redshirt year. More pressure. Dannenbrink stays strong. It's broken up, but a penalty flag comes in.
Yeah, not exactly sure what happened, besides the fact that looked like there was probably a physical play and probably going to work in a Wayne State favor.
2 flags come in. It was C.J. Felder, cornerback on the coverage for UNK. See if we get a chance to see this one again.
Yeah, all the officials still talking about it, trying to figure it out, and now looks like an explanation is going to come to Coach Masters, and it will be on UNK.
Personal. Okay, so 2 penalties against the Lopers. One of them was a late hit, and that's the one that was accepted. So a personal foul penalty and an automatic first down turns 2nd and 18 into 1st and 10 from the red zone. The ball scoots up to the UNK 19-yard line.
Yeah, that's a big game changer. UNK had swung a little bit of the momentum back around, and now you get hit with a couple of penalties, and you see Wayne State enter the red zone.
And we're looking for Elijah Hudson on that pass. Second time he's been targeted, the sophomore out of California. Akeem Knox joins Dannenbrink in the backfield. Pass over the middle is caught, about 5 or 6 yards. Once again, Hudson the target. This time it's a catch, and it's 2nd and 4 or 5 for the Wildcats.
I've seen a lot of zone from UNK defensively, and so those short passes, that time a mesh concept over the middle, working wonders for Wayne State on offense.
Good job by Dannenbrink. He had a lot of pressure coming at him. Calmly delivered the football to the quick route. 5-man rush by the Lopers. Another quick pass, another catch, and a first down. Alex Phelps, a product of Wayne High School, playing at a familiar field, hauls that one in, and it's 1st down and goal.
This is where it's going to be interesting to see where it comes out, and UNK last year was very stingy in the red zone. They only gave up a touchdown 55% of the time, and they were strong forcing turnovers as well.
Josh Davies-Balagun there on that defensive end position almost went offsides twice. And Logan Masters walking onto the field here as he calls timeout. The play clock was winding down for the Wildcats. UNK, a hot start here in Wayne, America, but now it's the home side knocking on the door of the end zone. 2:18 left in the first quarter on News Channel Nebraska.
So this yellow jacket, it basically symbolizes that it's showtime.
The Yellow Jackets are a throwback to Monday Night Football.
The 1970s, Keith Jackson, Howard Cosell.
That was the big broadcast in the country. Now we're the big broadcast in Nebraska.
When News Channel Nebraska is covering a game, we want you to know that we take it seriously. We want to dress sharp. We have pride in what we do.
And we're going to wear those yellow jackets to show people, you know, we're a little old school, but we're also the important broadcast of the night.
Ashoff Construction of Osmond does it all when it comes to general contracting. From agricultural storage buildings to commercial office buildings, retail warehouses to concrete contracting. The AGI Sentinel buildings help safeguard crops and valuable assets, and Ashoff's professional builders handle the job from the design through the completion of the build. For a free estimate, contact Dylan Price, Scott Pullman, or Brandon Ruki. Call 402-748-3551 today. Visit AshoffConstruction.com for more information.
Michael Shively, Elijah Mosier with you. Nearing the end of the first quarter. It's first down and goal from the 7 for Wayne State College. Quick pass, left side, caught Peterson, and Peterson finds Paydirt. The big tight end with his second big catch of the series. And it leads to a Wildcat score. They're 1 point away from tying it up in this rivalry matchup.
And we hadn't seen that a lot tonight. Wayne State draws up a play action. It works wonderfully. They bite on the run, throw the pass, and Wayne State is the PAT away from tying this game up.
Dane Peterson did not get a touchdown catch last season. The junior from Elkhorn High does for the first score of the year for the Wildcats. And now they look to add on to tie it up and do. The kick goes through. And we're all knotted up, 7 apiece here on your Faith Regional Physician Services scoreboard.
At first, I was really nervous and intimidated to buy a ring.
My experience at Starter Heyman was very easy. I felt like I walked out with the ring that was going to make her go wow and say yes.
I love my ring. It is so beautiful. I get compliments on it all the time. I always tell them Starter Heyman. I love it. Yeah, we would definitely recommend Starter Heyman.
We're definitely coming back in the future.
We have a wedding band to buy. So.
We do, yes. The wedding bands. We'll be back for that.
Starter Heyman Jewelers, downtown 12th and O, South Point Pavilions, and Grand Island.
My name is Ann, and I'm the mother-in-law.
I'm Courtney, and I'm the daughter-in-law.
And we've been going to Faith Regional our entire lives. The treatment I've received here at Faith Regional is exceptional. They go above and beyond.
I'm definitely planning on having all of my future children at Faith. It's where I felt safe and secure, and I knew my baby was getting the best care possible as well as myself, and I want to continue that.
Wayne State College ready to kick off to Nebraska Kearney. This is the 85th meeting between these teams. They last played on September 1st of 2011. That was right here. UNK had the last win in this series. Wayne State College had won the 3 previous. But overall, it's a series dominated by the Lopers. 59 wins, just 19 for Wayne State, 6 ties. The 85th meeting is all tied up towards the end of the first quarter. Here's a chance for a return, and the Lopers get it out to about the 27-yard line. Strong return that time by Nebraska Kearney's P.J. McCallum Jr. So Wayne State finishes off that previous drive, a 9-play drive traveling 61 yards and ending in a touchdown. It took 3:32, and boy, did it pay off that Wayne State College decided to punt on 4th and inches instead of go for it. They get a 3-and-out, get the ball right back, and march on down to score.
And that's just seemed to be the mentality of Wayne State tonight. They get hurt early on, but they just grind at it, build up momentum, and now they have a tie ball game.
Bryden holds onto the ball, spins free, and manages some positive yards. Gets to the 30, and a Loper lineman is slow to get up. That's Carter Klein. And a crucial piece along that UNK offensive front. He's the starting center, a 6'5", 315-pound junior from Pleasanton. And he's heading off the field.
Oh, yeah, just looking on that on the instant replay, looks like Jess Crisell, the middle linebacker for Wayne State, came in low, caught him at the legs, and hope to see that he's okay. Never won any injuries, especially this early in the season.
Dallas Hamilton replaces him, a redshirt freshman, 6'2", 265 from Papillion. Bryden catches a good snap, has time, throws late. Schwong hauls it in, but he pays the price. What a lick laid by Kamel Johnson, Jacksonville, Florida native. Oh, he stuck Schwong there, and it's 3rd down and 7.
And that's just this Wayne State defense ever since giving up that touchdown. They've held UNK strong to just now 7 yards since that 72-yard drive.
And just the 2 first downs for the Lopers. Bryden hopes to change that. Throws left side. Terrific grab, but it's short of the sticks. What an effort by Jaden Jude, his 2nd reception of the game. But once more, Johnson with the coverage and applying a good tackle.
And it looks like Coach Held is going to keep him out there, maybe go for it here on 4th down.
4th and 1 with less than a minute to go in quarter number 1 of a tie ball game. It's a quarterback keeper for Bryden, and he has to push forward. Did he get enough of a push? It depends on the spot. The far side official is confident he has it marked. And from his foot, it looks good and is. Darren Bryden did not have space there, but he got some low position and was able to drive the defensive lineman back to convert a critical 4th down.
To see a QB keeper from shotgun on 4th and 1 from your own half of the field, man, just got it too.
6'2", 195-pound junior out of Enfield, Connecticut, runs the option and the football's loose. It's just rolling out onto the sideline. It felt like it was on the turf for an eternity. Late pitch by Bryden, who got hit hard, and then Harris upended as well. Nearly recovered by the Wildcats. And that was the final play of an entertaining first quarter. We're tied at 7. UNK strikes first. Wayne State College responds. And we have a lot of exciting in-state rivalry football coming up on News Channel Nebraska.
20 kids, 1 SUV, and 1 mission. Snacks. Speedy Mart is where the snack squad rolls deep. Whether it's before the first pitch or after the final out, we've got drinks, treats, and all the fuel to keep your team going strong. Speedy Mart convenience stores. Quick, convenient, and always ready when the team rolls in. Speedy Mart. Snack strong, play strong.
Plumbing needs attention? Trust the experts at John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electrical. No matter the size of the job, John Henry's brings extensive expertise to handle everything your home's plumbing system requires. So whether your drain is clogged, your water heater needs an upgrade, or you want to remodel your kitchen or bathroom, we're here for you. Reach out to us today and discover why, since 1996, we've proudly served families as the most reliable plumbing company in the Lincoln area. John Henry's, our family serving yours since 1996.
Welcome back to Wayne State College. Michael Shively, Elijah Mosier with you. Glad you're joining us. You know there's plenty of competition for your viewing attention this evening, and glad you're choosing this ball game. Two teams hopeful to build on promising starts to their head coaches' careers. Ryan Held in his third season at UNK, 3 wins in year 1, 5 wins in year 2, and they think they can contend in what may be the toughest conference in Division II football, the MIAA. Meanwhile, Logan Masters has already been here and done it in a few seasons, now entering his 4th at Wayne State College, winning record each year and 1 playoff trip. There's a completion for Bryden after the near disaster on the option to end the first quarter. Finds Jaden Jude, who already has his 3rd grab. He's heading to the sideline here as the Lopers line up for 1st and 10 from midfield.
Yeah, another interesting formation concept. They had 4 receivers. You're going to see here again on the far side. They're all set up in kind of a diamond and trying to, I don't know what they're going with here.
Abram Schulting at quarterback. He's out of Pierce High School. The redshirt sophomore keeps it on the QB draw and is crunched. Gets maybe a foot forward before 2nd down. But Coach told me off camera before the game, Coach Held, they have some packages for Abram. Want to get him in the ball game, not just because Pierce is nearby, but that's not lost on the coaching staff that he's playing near his hometown, which of course is a legendary high school football community. He won multiple state titles as a Blue Jay. Now Bryden's back there. Schwang joins him. It's a handoff. Trying to spin free is Ross. He can't do it. A bear hug from James Frank. The junior from Pius X in Lincoln has had a strong start to this ball game.
And that Wayne State defense is just showing up, and especially with UNK down their starting center, still being looked at the trainer's table. UNK down one of their veteran offensive linemen.
3rd down and 12. Bryden flushed right away, needs to get rid of the football, has it stripped from his hands and goes out of bounds. Excellent pursuit once again from the Wildcats defensive front. It was Luke Lambert, the 285-pounder, who got there and pawed the ball away. Check that out.
When these defenses are blitzing, these defensive lines especially are just getting home time after time, and the quarterbacks have 0 time to do anything with that ball.
Caden Sutton was also in pursuit, the nose guard. Former Iowa State Cyclone out of Adel, Iowa. Number 98 in black and gold. Here's Mormino with another punt. Good hang time again. Caught by Johnson. It's fair caught at the 20-yard line. So UNK wastes no time in this game. They force a 3-and-out, knock the Wildcats backwards, and then threw for a 1st down and ran for a 55-yard touchdown from Isaiah Harris. Since then, Wayne State College has controlled the momentum.
That they have, and it's very interesting to watch it happen, and now coming off of a touchdown drive, see what Wayne State comes back out and see what their mentality is, what their game plan of action, because they got to drive 80 yards down the field.
Touchdown last possession. Had to go just over 60 yards for that. Play action. Dannenbrink caught. Not a major gain to Keaton Bonderson.
And that's all that matters, getting those 3 to 4 yards each play, grinding out those 1st downs. You'll get those bigger chunks eventually, but got to start out small.
Wayne State averaging 29 points a game last season, exceptionally balanced. 168 on the ground, 172 through the air. You don't see near 50-50 split in yardage too often, but that was Wayne State's offense last year. On 2nd and 6, it's a handoff. 4G brought down from behind. There's Tay Kirby gobbling him up. And it's 3rd down and about 4, maybe 5. They'll say 3rd and 6, as a matter of fact.
And now, if you're Wayne State here, you've seen a couple of third downs now. UNK's gone aggressive with the blitz. You got to draw up something special, something that's quick to get those 4 yards that you need.
Scoreboard is corrected to 3rd and 4. Everyone tight to the line of scrimmage in this formation. Dannenbring against a 4-man rush, steps up, wants to run for it, and has the first down and more. Tries to make a move at the 40 and lays on down ahead of the tackle by C.J. Keel. But that's a gain of 14 yards to move the sticks for the home team.
Beautiful read there. He had the openings up the middle in the man defense. He took it, ran it, got the first down and more.
Parker Wise dove the former Kearney High Bearcat, trying to stop him at the line of scrimmage from the linebacker spot, but couldn't quite get him to the ground. Handoff, 4G with blockers, stretches it out, and chased down Josh Davies Balagun out of Butler Community College. Took a few years off after his time at Butler, playing under Loper defensive coordinator Tim Schaffner. Now he's back for his second season in Kearney. UNK's defense without its All-American, Keelan Felton, finished his college football career this last season, was one of the best in the league. Maybe Davies can step into those shoes here this season. 2nd down and 10. On the swing pass, a one-on-one tackle made. Akeem Knox doesn't get more than 2 yards. 3rd and 8.
And it almost looked like for a moment that Knox was going to break free as he held strong, kept those legs going, spun out of it, but then the herd of Lopers got there and shut him down.
Ife Currents led UNK on the stop. 6'2", 195 pounds, really liked by this coaching staff. Started his career at Missouri Southern, played most recently at Texas Permian Basin. 3rd and 8, the Loper fans making some noise. Here's Dannenbring running out of time over the middle, intercepted. It's McQueen. And Quaylen McQueen picks off Bennett Dannenbring, and a momentum-swinging turnover sets up the Lopers 1st and 10 from the Wildcats side of the field.
And that's something that UNK was doing. They needed to find some momentum, and something that they did differently than they had previous third downs. They only rushed 3. They dropped the rest into coverage, and it worked wonders. McQueen with the interception, first turnover of the night for either team.
A nickelback out of Miami, Florida, via Independence Community College in Kansas. And that's what really was the foundation of this UNK team last season. Their defense forced turnovers, particularly interceptions. Bryden hands off to Harris on the stretch, and Harris has room, has a first down and more. There goes the Millard South Patriot into the red zone, setting up UNK with 1st and 10 from the Wildcats 16.
That is just what Harris does. He's so shifty on the offensive side of the ball. Watch him just cut out to the left, and boom, he goes off, heads into the red zone. And UNK, they're trying to surge back into the momentum side of this game.
Harris swaps from left to right. Bryden gives it to him again. Harris trying the left side, cuts it upfield, and is knocked down after a decent pickup.
I think that's what UNK is trying to do. They're trying to provide a little bit more misdirection out of that backfield, have Bryden hand off the ball while going right, hand it off to Harris who's going left, and try to keep him guessing, especially after Wayne State has seen Bryden run a couple times, just trying to keep everybody on their toes.
2nd down and 8. Schwong motions left to right, the former running back. It's a slant route instead, and Jude secures the football. Jaden Jude, a monstrous first half, his first half as a Nebraska Kearney Loper, and this one results in a touchdown. Bryden to Jude to bring the lead back to the visitors.
His 4th reception of the night. He's had those secure hands. I wish I could see how many targets he's had, because I'm pretty sure he's 4 for 4 receiving the ball, and he's just going to light up that wide receiver room for UNK this year.
A 13-yard touchdown grab. And Pritchard for the extra point. bangs it through. And it's 14-7. UNK capitalizes on the interception and the short field to punch it in and reclaim the advantage. Exciting Division II college football. It's opening night on News Channel Nebraska.
The new 2026 Chevrolets are arriving every day. Lease a new 2026 Equinox LT, only $299 a month, at Central Nebraska's premier GM dealer, Midway Chevrolet Buick GMC in Kearney, or thinkmidway.com/GM. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
It's Schaefer's Labor Day Savings Event. Take advantage of store-wide savings, interest-free financing, and special Labor Day cashback rebates. Don't turn up the TV, turn down the dishwasher with a new Quiet KitchenAid. Super cleaning performance and features make KitchenAid stand out. And at Schaefer's, save $400 on this 3-rack stainless dishwasher and get free local installation. Hurry in for the Labor Day Savings Event going on now at Schaefer's, 48th and R. Lincoln.
Kyle Failing on to kick it off for Nebraska Kearney. A 3-play, 42-yard drive. 1 minute, 5 seconds. UNK does not have a sustained drive, but they do have 2 quick scores. Here's Wayne State with a patient return, and the seam opens up for Forgy. He races forward along the hash mark on the left side up to the 40-yard line.
And that's going to get that Wayne State crowd on their feet, get roaring a little bit, as they've probably been a little bit out of touch from that. Was probably towards the loudest I've heard from them just while I've been here in the press box. But good field position. They got to take advantage of it, but it starts with taking care of the ball.
The previous drive ended in an INT. Again, UNK's defense specialized in that last season. 17 picks as a defensive unit. For comparison, Wayne State's defense, which was a great unit last year, had 9. So nearly double that mark. UNK was active in picking off their opponents. And here the Lopers slow down the rushing attack of Akeem Knox, the 210-pounder out of Florida. He gets just 1 yard, 2nd and 9.
Wayne has ran the ball 13 different times, just 28 yards to account for it. Not much is going into that running game here tonight.
Lots of bodies around the line of scrimmage ahead of this snap. Dannenbrink looks right, throws, complete, has his favorite target of the day, and he should be, Dane Peterson. He's a big, strong body and has strong hands. Another reception, and this one for about 3 yards. It's 3rd down and 6.
Another 3rd down, and Wayne State looking to see what play that they get here. I think they should go back to one of those mesh concepts that they've been running.
4th catch of the game for Peterson. We'll see if they target number 87 again. Pressure against Dannenbrink over the middle, wide open. Caught. Colton Andrews has a 1st down, stays in bounds, and shifts forward into Loper territory to the 43-yard line.
Nice little mesh concept that time by Wayne. Cross the 2 receivers over the middle and you got yourselves a 1st down.
Got in front of the coverage of UNK's Tyson Boganowski. And the chains move. Good call on the mesh, Elijah. I'll give credit when it's deserved. 6:17 remaining here in the first half on your Aurora Cooperative scoreboard. Back and forth ball game. Teams have traded touchdowns since UNK scored on their opening drive. Stretch play, handoff to Forgy, who was at the wideout spot, and he's escorted out of bounds by Stefan Talone.
Good concept there. Try to use the whole width of the field because that up the middle has just been commanded by UNK so far tonight. So trying to stretch that outside worked pretty well. Got a couple yards that time around.
2nd down and 8. Over the 100-yard mark as a team now, Wayne State. 132 for UNK's offense. Backpedaling, throwing, caught. What a good ball and a tough throw by Dannenbrink. And Curtis Whitty helps him out. The sophomore from Council Bluffs, Iowa, with the reception.
Not an easy throw either. Beats the man coverage and gets the jump ball for the first down. That was really good play that time by Wayne State. Probably one of their best of the night.
13-yard pickup. He threw that while retreating, feeling that UNK was getting some pressure. Had to place it perfectly because he wasn't able to drive the football. And now two backs join him in the backfield. There goes 4G in motion. It's a handoff. And a good burst nets some yards. That's Jason Jones again, a true sophomore.
Yeah, Jones on the off-tackle play. Once again, seemed to work pretty well. Now they're nearing that red zone territory. Trying to see if they can tie this up before we reach halftime. That'd be huge as they get to start, as they have to kick off the ball to UNK to start off the third quarter.
Lopers call a defensive timeout with 4:33 remaining in the first half on News Channel Nebraska.
For over 40 years, Claybaugh Pharmacy has been your trusted, family-owned, full-service pharmacy. We provide traditional medical options, medical equipment, immunizations, and over-the-counter products. We take pride in going above and beyond to improve the health of our community. And to ensure you have a seamless experience, manage your profile and refills with a touch of the finger from home. Claybaugh Pharmacy in downtown Beatrice, your hometown family-owned pharmacy.
Oh, a beautiful look here at this excellent facility on the campus of Wayne State College. We're on the north edge of campus, on the north edge of Wayne, here in Wayne County in Nebraska. Of course, Wayne, America, emblazoned upon the water tower. Perfect view of that from here in the press box. 2nd down and 5 for the hometown Wildcats, who give to Dawson 4G, trying to find some space. He's not going to find any of that. The Lopers crash down in a hurry. And that was really thanks to the work of their nose tackle on that play.
And this is
Elijah Smith, 345-pounder.
And this brings up the 8th third down for Wayne State in this first half. So far, 3 for 7. You're looking at a 3rd and 6 from the 24, definitely in field goal range.
We do have a kicker who was 6 for 6 a season ago. Dannenbrink looking left, still looking that way, still backpedaling, heaves towards Peterson, who makes another grab. And again, it's for a touchdown. His 2nd of the game. And we're a point away from being all square once again.
Who needs a field goal when you can just throw it deep and get the touchdown? Peterson. Wow, what another nice grab, as I think Wayne State's trying to figure something out, going over the top of UNK's defense.
6'4", 250-pound junior from Elkhorn High did not catch a touchdown a season ago. Well, he's already done that twice here in the first half. Extra point for Hensley is through. We're tied at 14. Offenses finding their way here in the second quarter on NCN.
Darling, I believe everything's gonna be alright. No need to worry because you got somebody on your side. We all need a fam, we all need a crew. When you're in a jam, don't know what to do. Just reach out your hand and we'll see you through. Doesn't matter where you're at, we got your back. We got your back.
With a Medica health plan, you're not just covered, you're cared for.
At Nebraska Orthopedic Center, they provide comprehensive orthopedic health care. Their physicians are highly skilled in all areas of orthopedic and sports medicine, including spine surgery, foot and ankle, hand and upper extremities, fracture care, and total joint replacement. Their expertise includes the medical management of injuries through physical and rehabilitative methods or surgical intervention. To schedule an appointment or to learn more about Nebraska Orthopedic Center and their family of 25 physicians, go online to nebraskaortho.com. That's nebraskaortho.com. Nebraska Orthopedic Center is your healing destination.
Well, the Wayne State College fans have something to cheer for. How about a 24-yard touchdown pass from Bennett Dannenbring to Dane Peterson? Dannenbring a sophomore, Peterson a junior. That's a connection that could last for all of this season and into next. That's certainly what Logan Masters hopes. His Wildcats pull even. They have not led today, but they haven't trailed for too long either. One booted through the end zone for a touchback, and out comes the Lopers offense. Be sure to stick around, folks, for halftime. A lot to go through. We have interviews with officials from both universities. Your halftime show brought to you by RMV Construction. Trusted, local, proven. RMV Construction, located in Kearney and Lincoln. UNK's offense, 20 plays, 132 yards. Darren Bryden, 5 of 6 passing. See if they go to the air some more here. The handoff to Harris, and he's tripped up in the backfield. Carter Sitzman. First time we've said his name, and that's a win for the Lopers, that we haven't been calling Carter Sitzman's name routinely. The 6'4", 260-pound junior from Lincoln Christian High School is one of the best in the country at his position.
That he is, and he hasn't had much of an opportunity to wreak havoc here tonight for the Wildcats.
2nd down and 12 after the 2-yard loss. Bryden throws to Schwang, makes the grab, makes a move, and a strong tackle limits his move after catch. Jess Kriesel, sophomore linebacker, stops him at the 32. That's a gain of 9.
Schwang, the only player that Bryden has thrown to other than Jaden Jude.
Schwang, a running back his first few seasons with the Lopers, was a quarterback in high school, rounding out his career as a wide receiver. A diamond formation at the top of your screen. One wide out to the right side is Tavis Malloy. It's a jump ball towards Malloy, well short. And correction, that's Jaden Jude. I saw a tall body down there. I thought it was Tavis Malloy at 6'6". It's 6'3" Jaden Jude. And the incompletion means it's 4th down. And looks like a punt for Nebraska Kearney.
Same play that they rolled out a couple of possessions ago. Try to stack that top side, try to get Wayne State to lean that direction, set up a one-on-one with Jude on the bottom side. It worked for a 1st down last time. This time Wayne State shuts it down.
Yeah, well short on the pass by Bryden. 4th and 2, here's the punt unit. Johnson's done a nice job returning so far. And he won't return this one. It's a shank off to the right side. Not the best effort from Mormino. And Wayne State College gets the ball with 2 minutes and 18 seconds, plus 2 timeouts to work with. They're looking for their first lead of the game. They'll get the football at the 44-yard line.
That's not what UNK wants, as that's going to get Wayne State pretty good field position, a chance to take the lead heading into the break. And UNK, they do receive that ball to start off this 3rd quarter. They want to try to keep that momentum in your ballpark as much as you can.
Dannenbring with all sorts of confidence in the shotgun. Dane Peterson is out there at the H-back spot, but this time they're going for Johnson along the left side. He was well out of bounds when that ball left the hands of Dannenbring.
2nd down and 10 for the Wildcats.
UNK's defense, one of the best in the conference a season ago, allowed just 21.5 points per game, limited opponents to 93 rush yards per contest. They've been salty against the rush here today, but Wayne State doing a good job on third down with some pass completions. And here on second down, get most of the way toward the sticks with a Dawson 4G run.
Sets up third and short for sure. I think Wayne State wants a timeout here.
2-minute timeout. It's tied at 14. Wayne State and UNK in this in-state rivalry.
On your way to the big game or heading home after the win, Speedy Mart is the ultimate team stop.
Stay alive! Stay alive! Stay alive! Stay alive! You're bound to stay alive at Speedy Mart.
Icy cold drinks? Check. Tasty snacks? Double check. Fast fuel and room for the whole crew? You know it.
Be aggressive! And make sure to go to Speedy Mart after the game.
At Wayne State, unlimited opportunities start with you, plus the power of us. It's the power of the classroom teacher, inspiring the next generation. Business entrepreneurs, soaring with success. Healthcare professionals, caring for their communities. Leaders in arts and sciences, making their mark on the world. With the power of Wayne State behind you, there's nothing you can't do. Learn more at ExploreWayneStateCollege.com.
Michael Shively, Elijah Mosier with you. 2 minutes to go in the first half of a tie ball game. Handoff, Dawson 4G, ripped to the turf, just short of the first down marker. The Wildcats have worked it into Loper territory, but now face a fourth down. They punted in this scenario earlier in the game. I'm going to guess they'll go for it this time.
I think you go for this one if you're Coach Masters. 4th and inches, stack that box.
Dannon brings 6-foot, 200-pounder under center for the first time tonight. Tries the sneak, and he didn't get it. The Loper defense had the surge right at the point of attack, and that wasn't particularly close.
And that has been what UNK has done superb all night long. They've won the battle up the middle. They've won the battle of the lines, and now they get a chance to try to kick a field goal, maybe score a touchdown. They got a minute 23 and 2 timeouts to do it.
Caleb Freeland was the one submarining through there to make the play. A big-time energy senior out of Folsom, California. He was fired up about that one. The Lopers will get the ball to start the second half, and they want to finish the first half with some fireworks. Transfer quarterback, Darren Bryden, with Harris to his left. Hands off on first down, and Harris a jolt forward into Wildcat territory to the 49. And the Lopers calmly look to the sideline. They have 2 kickers to the Lopers. Trey Pritchard, more the short yardage guy. Kyle Failing is the big leg. On 2nd and 6. Again to Harris. And he gets a couple of, maybe 3 yards.
Very interesting to see UNK roll out with 2 runs to start out this drive when they're probably about 10, 15 yards away from field goal.
And this is generally an aggressive staff. Not the case this time. We'll see if they throw it here on 3rd and 3 with 25 seconds and ticking. Bryden looks to throw. Tucks it. Rolls left. Still looking. Throws deep down the left sideline. Incomplete. Would have been a really difficult catch for Alex Parks, a 5'8" freshman. And it's incomplete. Really good coverage. Wayne State College defense.
He had Jaden Jude initially, And then he pump faked, rolled out top side, and then just trying to hit 5-8. Alex Sparks was always going to be a tough battle.
Mitchell Anderson had the coverage, strong safety out of Bennington. And with 10 seconds left in the first half, UNK is on to punt. They'll call timeout first. We'll take this chance to reset a little bit ahead of halftime, go through some storylines, because at halftime we have a lot of interviews we're looking forward to. That's Chancellor Neil Schnorr from UNK and Mike Powiecki. He's the athletic director at Wayne State College. Wayne State got the ball first, went backwards, had to punt, and UNK 2 plays later punched it in on a 55-yard touchdown run. You thought this one, oh, who knows, it could get out of hand. Not the case. The Wildcats calm down, tie it up, and these teams have traded touchdowns to get here at 14-14.
And really, if you want to dial in on just a couple people offensively, it's been Bryden to Jaden Jude for UNK and Danny Brink to Peterson for Wayne State. Both players have shown out. They each have 4 receptions and multiple touchdowns. Jude just with 1, but either way, that's been kind of the story on the throwing game. Even though you haven't seen a ton of passing from UNK, you've seen a lot more from Wayne State. But very interesting to see what happens here, as it looks like the offense is going to roll out for UNK, and with 10 seconds left, why not try a Hail Mary?
Yeah, fascinating development. Well, we said they weren't being aggressive. I take that back. 4th down and 3. 10 seconds to go here in the first half. Bryden.
He's on Jude all the way.
Deep down the left side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mitchell Anderson. And it was Anderson who the play before forced the breakup. Didn't quite have the arm to get it all the way to the sideline deep down the left side. And the INT with 2 seconds left sets up Wayne State College at their own 2. Now that is one, while a terrific play by Anderson, if you're Coach Masters, you might say just bat that one down.
Yes.
Tough to say that in the moment. You're eyeing that football if you're a ball hawk safety like Anderson.
Especially if you don't know if you'll get another chance this season. Just the first game of the year, got to take your chance when you get them, but there's nobody else Brian was looking at other than Jaden Jude on that play. That was his first and only progression.
And a QB sneak to run out the clock here in half number 1. And what an exciting start to this ball game, an exciting start to our football coverage this season on News Channel Nebraska. 14-14. The 85th meeting between the Wildcats and the Lopers is a good one. Stay tuned. Halftime coming your way next on News Channel Nebraska.
From the heart of Nebraska to across the state, RMV Construction is building more than just structures. We're building trust. RMV Construction has grown from humble beginnings to become a trusted name across central Nebraska and beyond. With unmatched craftsmanship, cutting-edge innovation, and an unwavering commitment to customer satisfaction, we deliver projects on time, on budget, and above expectations. Trusted, local, proven. RMV Construction in Kearney and Lincoln. Let's build your vision together.
My name is Kayla Strathman, and at Elkhorn Valley Bank and Trust, there really is a difference. I think what sets Elkhorn Valley Bank apart is the team that we have here. I think collectively as a team, everyone that we work with has the same goal in mind, and that goal is just ultimately whoever walks through our doors making sure we help them and they leave with the best experience, that they leave satisfied and we make sure they want to come back. Elkhorn Valley Bank, great for you, great for your community.
My name is Ann, and I'm the mother-in-law.
I'm Courtney, and I'm the daughter-in-law.
And we've been going to Faith Regional our entire lives. The treatment I've received here at Faith Regional is exceptional. They go above and beyond.
I'm definitely planning on having all of my future children at Faith. It's where I felt safe and secure, and I knew my baby was getting the best care possible as well as myself, and I want to continue that.
Well, we are pleased to be joined here on News Channel Nebraska by Dr.
Neil Schnur, the Chancellor, the University of Nebraska, Kearney. Thank you so much for joining us.
It's just a pleasure to be here and to be back home.
Absolutely, yeah. Native Nebraska, we'll talk about that. But first of all, we're about 2 months in to you being the Chancellor at UNK. How's it going? What's the experience been like so far?
Well, we've been on a dead run since we've been there. It's been great. So the first part is just making sure that my leadership team is ready. I've changed some portfolios to focus our direction a little bit. But then the real pleasure for me has been to be around the state and to connect with people and connect with alumni and really hear from our community. What do we need in terms of workforce, education, and so on? So it's been a learning tour for me.
You mentioned it's back home for you. Tell little folks about your background. Some may not know you're a native Nebraskan.
Sure. I was born right here in Norfolk, Nebraska, in fact, and then my folks moved to Pierce. My dad ran a bakery there. Ended up great education at Pierce High School, graduated from Wayne State. My wife and I, who's with me today, started our teaching career. So we taught in Coleridge and Wakefield and Wisner before we moved on to other things. So I still have a brother here and two sisters that live here. So it truly is home for me.
And you're coming back home at what is a very volatile time for higher education. As you look at the current landscape, you were president at Northern State before coming to UNK. As you look at the current landscape of higher education, what are the biggest challenges right now? What are things that you see from a 30,000-foot level that certainly apply at UNK?
Well, I think the first thing I'd say is there's always been change in higher ed. I've been in it for a long time, and at every step, there's something new. Change is hard. We are facing some financial things that happen across the United States. Comprehensive universities like ourselves particularly kind of hit hard. Not as many high school students are going on to college. So I think we might be hitting a little bit of the COVID path, still kind of affecting their education, good job market, those things. But what we have to do is make sure that our degrees are really well designed to meet the future education and workforce needs. That's on us to make sure that it's a relevant degree for them. And we're really proud at UNK of high retention and high graduation rates. And that's what's important. When I greeted our last group of students, I loved the first day and welcoming them, but I'm already thinking I want them all to walk across that stage in 4 years.
Wayne State and UNK are playing football. It's nice to see that happening again. You've worn both of these hats.
Yeah.
What is it like to see this rivalry start up again? I imagine as someone who's been involved now on both sides of this, it's fun to see them playing again, right?
It is absolutely fun, and I've been communicating with the president. Not only did I graduate from Wayne State, but I went back and was the dean of education for a few years. So I met my wife there. We're both Wildcatters. But I'm all Lopers now, right? Tonight, the gloves are off. We got to win this one and bring it home. Your point is a good one, though. As we've developed into different conferences, it spreads out. No games are attended or have the passion of these from the old days when we were in the state system. We played Shadron every year, Wayne. So if they're willing, I know I talked to Coach Held, we plan to do this for as long as we can because the crowds just love it. The tradition is there.
Well, I know the fans will be very happy to hear that. Dr. Neil Schnur, thank you so much for joining us.
It's absolutely a pleasure to be back and to be here. Congratulations on all your success with the station and all the media components you have.
Well, we appreciate that. We'll be back on this station with more Halftime Show next. You're watching News Channel Nebraska.
At TC Amish Home in Norfolk, we bring you the best in outdoor living.
And all in stock and custom ordered Amish-built, American-made Polylawn furniture is on sale.
Come see us at TC Amish Home to find the perfect lawn furniture for your home.
Quality, style, comfort. TC Amish Home, right next to Courtesy Ford and online at tcamishhome.com.
Kearney, Nebraska is the getaway you never knew you needed. With comfortable, premium lodging, eclectic shopping, and a variety of locally owned craft food and drink options, Kearney has something for everyone. By day, you'll find rich history, outdoor adventure, and some of America's most unique attractions. And by night, our many entertainment options, dazzling performances, and unique hangouts offer the perfect way to unwind. Visit Kearney. It's so much more than just in the middle.
I spend with purpose because I bank with purpose at Liberty First Credit Union. With my Liberty Plus checking account, I can earn extra cash just for spending on everyday things, like groceries, online or in-store purchases, and lunch. At Liberty First, anyone can join, so start earning money to spend on the things you love. Start banking with purpose. Start banking with Liberty First Credit Union.
Did you know that Teammates Mentoring is the largest school-based mentoring program in the nation? But we still need your help. Over 500 students are waiting for a mentor like you. Meeting with a student just once a week in school can make a positive impact on their life by providing a sense of hope and helping them to reach their full potential. So what are you waiting for? Head over to teammates.org today to learn more about how you can get involved. Join the team. Be a mentor.
At Wayne State, unlimited opportunities start with you, plus the power of us. It's the power of the classroom teacher, inspiring the next generation. Business entrepreneurs, soaring with success. Healthcare professionals, caring for their communities. Leaders in arts and sciences, making their mark on the world. With the power of Wayne State behind you, there's nothing you can't do. Learn more at ExploreWayneStateCollege.com.
Well, a gorgeous look at Wayne State College's football complex here in northeast Nebraska. Michael Shively with you on News Channel Nebraska. Happy to be joined here at halftime by Wayne State College Athletic Director Mike Howicky. Well, Mike, welcome back to school, welcome back to campus, and the sports season's here.
We are here and running.
And it's been a fun start to it, hasn't it? The renewal of this rivalry for the first time since 2011. What's it like seeing the alums charged up, the students going against people that they probably know from Kearney?
Yeah, it's great. You know, it's been a game in the making. Obviously, Mark Bauer, the athletic director at UNK, and I have been talking about this for a couple years, and we've been a rivalry we've wanted to kind of rekindle for a long time, but both MIAA and NSIC having close schedules, and the evolution of Week 0 has really opened up this opportunity. And it's great. You know, our fans have been talking about it for a year ever since we announced that we're going to have this kind of home set against UNK, and the game has turned out just like we thought it would. It's 14-14 going into the second half. So it's a great rivalry. We're glad that we've got it started back up again, and we're hoping to continue it for many years.
Well, there's lots of exciting things going on this campus, and that includes the effort at another large construction and renovation project involving athletics. What can you tell us about what's brewing here?
Yeah, it's just kind of coming to the end of a major athletic and recreation construction project, $30 million, actually north of $30 million now, that we put in with constructing a new air-supported structure, the Wildcat Dome, where we've got a 300-meter, 6-lane track, 85 yards of turf, golf hitting simulator, just a great training facility, indoor training facility for Wayne State Athletics, and certainly also open up to our campus as well too. As we know, it's beautiful out here this great fall evening, but once we get into the throes of November and December, it gets pretty darn cold around here. So having top-notch indoor athletic training facilities were paramount for us, and so it's a project we basically got going nearly 5 years ago. Had to go through some fundraising, obviously program statement and planning, and got it off the ground, and basically are just wrapping up a two-year construction cycle. So the Wildcat Dome was just a part of it. Really renovated our recreation center to turn it into a true student wellness center. Obviously, that's important with general student recruitment and student life on campus, and then a myriad of other things. But those are the two things that get the major attention. Lots of minor renovations that went along with it too. But an exciting project for us, really transformational for our athletic department and certainly the Wayne State campus overall.
All right, be honest. How often are you in that golf simulator?
Not enough, and I don't know if it can help me. That's how bad my golf game is. I was just talking to one of my alums, like, "Oh, you should put one of those in your basement." I was like, "I'll probably practice it in that just as often as I practice now." So I need a little more work in there, that's for sure.
So that's not all, though. I'm reading that volleyball and basketball, they get some benefit from some of the improvements, and there's going to be an atrium space as well.
Yeah. So one of the kind of unique things about our campus and our old rec center in Rice Auditorium where our basketball and volleyball teams play, we just have this open alleyway space that was outdoors. did a great job of being creative with our architects, filled that in. That basically became our general student weight room, a great atrium space for students and student athletes alike to study and lounge right outside our athletic training room. Out of that deal, we also got a secondary varsity weight room for some of our smaller programs, basketball, volleyball, golf, some of them as well too. So really tried to refine the space that we had and really tried to get creative, which we did. And then we're about to embark on yet another improvement. So our old Gardner Indoor Athletic Complex, not so old, we just renovated that thing 4 years ago and turned that to a small turf space. But now that we have the dome, actually going to convert that into a practice court for basketball and volleyball. So really, really excited about that. That's long overdue as well too. So again, just trying to make strides with our facilities to give our student athletes the best opportunity possible.
Yeah, this takes a whole lot of support to get to this point. So what's it mean to you to know that there's people who want to be a part of this athletic program and help it out?
That's a great question, a great comment. You know, it means the world to us. We're really blessed. We have phenomenal alums. We have a great community support here in Northeast Nebraska and Wayne. I know we're not the largest community in the world, but our alums and our supporters and our stakeholders come out and answer the call when we come asking for help. And so this project is an example of that. We raised $5.5 million for the project. It was the largest fundraising effort that Wayne State's ever been a part of. Largest construction project that Wayne State has really ever been a part of since the construction of the campus, really. So, again, to have people come through and give of their time and certainly a lot of their treasures to make it happen and support our Wildcat student athletes, it means the world to me. Wayne State College has been a great place. I'm into my 13th year now. Can't believe it's been that long, but it's a great place, a great quality of life in Wayne. And like I said, we've got really, really great supporters. And it starts at the top with our president, Dr. Amos. I mean, ever since she's been here, she's wrapping up her 10th year, or did wrap up her 10th year last year. You know, Wayne State's been on the rise ever since with enrollments and all the other exciting things that are going on campus, not just in athletics, but across campus. Lots of renovation projects to really serve our students. Certainly our Chancellor Paul Terman, has been a big part of that as well, too. So from the top down, everybody's on board pushing in the same direction.
Well, News Channel Nebraska is excited to be a part of it again, broadcasting every Wayne State College football home game. I have to give a plug to volleyball because we had a couple of broadcasts of that too, and we know the Wildcat volleyball team is always highly competitive.
They certainly are. Coach Kneifel does a phenomenal job with that program. It's going to look a little differently. You lose your two middle All-Americans and Bramer and Beller, but he reloads every year. Excited to see what that program can do. But, yeah, they'll be competitive all year long. They'll be in the mix at the end, and certainly appreciate News Channel Nebraska and your guys' coverage of football and volleyball and basketball and the things you do to get the great word out about what's going on here in Wayne, America.
What's the key to the second half? What do you need to see from your Wildcats?
Stop the run, apparently. That's what we need to do to get the ball back in our hands, not turn the ball over, and do all the cliche things that an athletic director should say, right? Don't turn the ball over, stop the run, score some points.
Well, thanks for taking some time, Mike. Enjoy the second half.
Thank you.
We'll have more halftime coverage coming up on News Channel Nebraska.
New Ram 2500 Laramie Night Edition Mega Cab, now discount priced over $9,400 below MSRP. Make this the summer event at Midway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Kearney, Nebraska, or midwaycdjr.com.
Women have a 1 in 8 chance for developing breast cancer. Early detection makes a difference. Beatrice Community Hospital's Imaging Center can help with the latest technology, from screening with 3D mammography, breast MRI, breast ultrasound, and breast biopsy. All services conveniently located in the BCH's Imaging Center. Schedule your screening today. Incredible care, incredibly close.
At Faith Regional Health Services, we know that welcoming a baby is one of life's most meaningful moments. Our supportive, experienced team delivers more than babies. We deliver safe practices, education, and customized birth plans. Whether it's your first child or your fourth, you deserve expert care in a private space that feels calm, warm, and prepared. Faith Regional Health Services, expert hands for your exceptional beginning.
For over 40 years, Claybaugh Pharmacy has been your trusted, family-owned, full-service pharmacy. We provide traditional medical options, medical equipment, immunizations, and over-the-counter products. We take pride in going above and beyond to improve the health of our community. And to ensure you have a seamless experience, manage your profile and refills with a touch of the finger from home. Claybaugh Pharmacy in downtown Beatrice, your hometown family-owned pharmacy.
It's not every day that you get to build a legacy, grow your operation, see the future in acres. So when you have the opportunity to purchase a piece of farm ground, we are here to help you grow. Madison County Bank's first loan over 130 years ago was for the purchase of farm ground, and we continue to provide Northeast Nebraska with competitive ag real estate financing. We're ready to help build your farming legacy. Let's get started today.
Michael Shifley, Elijah Mosier with you. The score at the break, 14-all between Wayne State College and UNK. Your halftime show is proudly presented by RMV Construction. Trusted, local, proven RMV Construction. Well, we're going to feature a project that RMV Construction recently completed at Holdridge High School, home of the Dusters. RMV took out the old bleachers, replaced them with the 1,500-seat prefabricated grandstand. You can see it right there on your screen. And press box. We appreciate that in the media business. On top of that, the project also included installing new field lighting, pavement, and support utilities. It's all about making the game day experience more safe, enjoyable, and accessible for the athletes, fans, and even the media. RMV Construction, they're a general contractor. You can find them in Kearney and Lincoln. Take care of all of your educational construction needs. New construction, additions, and remodeling. They'll do any of it. RMV Construction, trusted, local, and proven. Briefly here, Elijah, before we get to the start of this second half, what stood out to you, checking out what went down in the first half between these teams, tied at 14 apiece, 150 yards for one team, 147 for the other. Both sides have one INT. This is pretty much right down the middle.
What stood out to me, and I told you this while we were in commercial break, I'm giving this one 52% edge to Wayne State coming into the second half. What I've seen out of them is they've been sticking with their game plan throughout the entirety of the first half. They've been hanging with it. It might just prove to work out. They've been consistent. UNK's relied a little bit more off the big plays. And I like Wayne State a lot heading into the second half. Well, maybe not a lot, because these two teams are battling very closely. Now, this is going to come down to the final 2 minutes.
So there's the touchdown you just saw from Dane Peterson. He has another one coming up because he was monstrous in this first half. He was targeted 6 times, hauled in 4 catches for 56 yards and 2 touchdowns. Meanwhile, on the other side, Jaden Jude for Nebraska Kearney, targeted 6 times, hauled it in 4 times for 48 yards and 1 touchdown. So very similar production from the top ball catchers as well. There's one. That is the Jude touchdown. Harris had the touchdown on the ground, a 55-yarder. 8 carries for Isaiah Harris to go for 93 yards and a score, so he's been quite effective. This Wayne State College team enjoying third down. How about 4 for 9 on third down for Wayne State College? UNK 0 for 6. All right, we're nearing the start of half number 2 here on News Channel Nebraska. Michael Shifley, Elijah Mosier. These teams have high aspirations for their seasons. UNK trying for the first winning record under head coach Ryan Held. Wayne State College hoping to return to the playoffs for the first time since 2022. And if you have playoff hopes, a win over a quality opponent to start the season goes a long way.
And you got to keep in mind that with these Luke 0 games and everything else, what this game does not only has an effect on your team's season, but it could also affect the teams in your conference as well. Because these playoff committees are going to have to choose these teams, and they might look, this team beat this team in this conference, so this conference must be slightly better. And so there's a lot of effects that can be put on a game like this.
Yeah, we heard Mike Powicky say this earlier. Here's a look at, by the way, what's coming up. Lots of good high school football here on our News Channel Nebraska slate, starting off with 2 programs with plenty of prestige in Aurora and Pierce tomorrow night. Hastings College and Doane Another in-state college football rivalry. Man, do we cover some ground, don't we, here on News Channel Nebraska? That will be Saturday night. So tune in for that, followed by high school rodeo from the Nebraska State Fair Monday morning. So lots to look forward to here on NCN. Mike Powicky said this at half. This is a recent development. For a few years here, there were Division II colleges that only played, or conferences rather, Division II conferences that only allowed their teams to play other conference foes. That is gone, but it's not like you're playing non-con games to the scale of other divisions. Just 2 non-conference games. So it's tough to really get much of a measuring stick between which conference is better than another.
And that's something like, even talking on the volleyball side of things, UNK, Wayne State, 2 nationally ranked teams. I was even talking with UNK's volleyball coach, Rick Squires, last week, and he said that conference thing in just such a tough region, it's one of the main reasons that they don't do it for the time being.
And don't even get into the region rankings. Oh, boy. That'll get people fuming.
Let's get back to the
Which
football
region
field.
is tougher than the other? Oh, my goodness.
I don't know.
Who has
third
tougher
quarter.
ability to make the playoffs? Swing pass is low, looking for Harris. That is incomplete. It was a forward pass. Good job by the Wayne State College defense for busting that up. Kamel Johnson, part of that effort.
I believe that's the first time we've seen Harris get targeted for a pass out of the backfield.
And that's just the 4th incompletion from Darren Bryden, who was really efficient, especially in the first quarter. Haven't gone downfield a whole lot, though. Here's a read option. Bryden keeps it, stumbles forward, and dives near the first down marker. He gets forward progress to the 33, setting up 3rd down and 2, and an important tone-setting snap here early in the second half.
And you mentioned Bryden's efficiency early on. He's now missed his last 3 passes. So trying to put some more effort into this passing game, try to light that back up again.
Bryden gives to Harris. Harris, good jump cut, carries some defenders, and has the first down. That's a senior back coming off a strong junior campaign. And Coach Held says we might have the best running back in the MIAA, Isaiah Harris. And his work in the weight room helped him out here.
He very well could be. He's trying to have a really solid year. And for UNK fans watching right now, next Saturday they'll host Chadron State, and we'll also have the coverage for that one too. It'll be a lot of fun to watch this UNK offense this year.
Back to Harris. He gets 3 yards this time, 2nd down and 7. In the first half, Nebraska Kearney going to the ground. But the only guy that gained positive yards was Harris. Ross went backwards, Bryden backwards, and Schulting no gain. So they're leaning just on that number 1 back primarily so far. Moving right to left is tight end C.J. Horton. The handoff goes to the right. Harris is shoved backwards, but not before he gets another solid pickup. Once again, Johnson coming in with the shoulder to apply a pretty good lick, and it's 3rd down and 2.
And it definitely seemed like both these two teams came in with a run-first mentality. They've been trying to hammer the ball forward most of the game, and that's opened up some things in the passing game that we have not seen these two teams shy away from the run.
Anderson got him down low to stop his progress. Does this go back to Harris on 3rd and 2? Yes, it does. And Harris bounces off the first tackler, slides past the second, pummels over the third, and gets past midfield to the Wayne State 49, and one of the hardest fought 6-yard gains you'll see.
And that gets you into Wildcat territory. That's something that UNK wants as they try to string together some momentum, as Wayne State definitely ended the first half with it.
Harris last season, 159 carries for 825 yards and 7 scores. That's an average of just over 5 yards per carry, but he really came on towards the end of the season He had 3 straight more than 100-yard rushing efforts in the last 4 contests. Now it's Ross. Jamez Ross bounces to the outside. And a steady dose of the run game for the Lopers. Out of Omaha Westside High School, and just mention that school to anybody in Nebraska, and you would know about their success on the gridiron in the last decade. And Ross, one of many Omaha Westside products to go on to play college football, and this is a product that the UNK coaching staff is really excited about.
6 straight runs for UNK on offense.
Bryden looks to throw, has it complete, and a first down. Able to connect with Riker Evans. 5'11", 175-pound redshirt freshman out of Elwood, Nebraska. He was a walk-on for the Nebraska Cornhuskers last season. Handoff to Ross. Oh, and the Wildcats were ready for that one. Luke Lambert has been busy. And Lambert involved on that stop. Teaming up on the play with Jess Creasel.
And probably not the best example, but we've seen a lot of running from UNK to start out the second half, and I think part of that is the return of Carter Klein, the starting center for UNK, left the first half injured, back into the game, and while it didn't show on that play, he's definitely been moving the pile a little bit.
Great observation. So exciting to see Evans get out there. Covered his commitment to Nebraska just a couple of seasons ago. Bryden goes down. The pocket collapses. Again, Luke Lambert. And he teams up with Jackson Bowes, the 6'2" sophomore out of Norfolk High School. Just about 35 minutes to the southwest of here. It's 3rd down and 15 after a promising start to the drive for the Loper offense. Here's Bryden. Facing pressure in the pocket, guns it right side. It's caught. It's not enough for a first down, though. We'll see what happens on 4th and short. Once again, Jaden Jude, the target.
I don't know what the UNK field goal kicker situation's like, but this could be enough. It looked like about a 40-yarder.
It's a 13-yard gain to set up 4th down and 2 for Nebraska Kearney. And this would be maybe a 43-yard try, 45-yard try. That's out of Pritchard's comfortable range. And do they want to go with failing for it? Tough to say. And that leads to this timeout. A timeout early in the half taken by UNK head coach Ryan Held. It's a tie ball game on the Faith Regional Physician Services scoreboard.
It's the best time of the year to order a new John Deere planter from Landmark Implement during the early order program. Plant for success with the industry's latest technology. Upgrade to an ExactEmerge high-speed planter to cover more acres, increasing flexibility and productivity. Now is the time to lock in the best price of the year. Contact your local Landmark location to order your new John Deere planter and experience the Landmark difference.
A truck that's built to handle the toughest tasks. The GMC Sierra 2500 from Woodhouse Buick GMC. With available turbo diesel power, a reinforced frame, and advanced trailering tech, it's heavy-duty capability without compromise. Take advantage of exclusive offers happening now. Visit us in store or shop online today. Woodhouse Buick GMC. We are professional grade.
Kyle Failing is on to try this field goal from 47 yards out. He was 1 for 2 last season, hit the walk-off game winner at Missouri Western. The kick is up, and it is well short and wide to the right. Didn't come off of Failing's leg correctly, and Nebraska Kearney's drive stalls and ends at the Wayne State 31 with no points.
And as a coach, you're always going to second-guess yourself, but to lose a timeout, come away with a drive with 0 points, maybe you did want to stick out there and try the 4th down play. Maybe that wouldn't have worked either. But now Wayne State has a chance to take their first lead of the game.
Now the Wildcats come up with a stop defensively and a hard-fought stop at that. A 12-play drive taking 6 minutes and 12 seconds, going 44 yards, ending with nothing for the Lopers. And a handoff on 1st down goes to Akeem Knox, bounces off the first tackler just to get stood up moments later. And that tackle made by Saeed Hassan after Wise was in there to get that first hit. He lost his helmet, and then the captain from Kearney kept pursuing the play even without his helmet. I guess that's how you become captain.
Definitely one of the many different ways.
Back to Knox, and again, nothing going. Wayne State keeping the ball on the ground, but limited success out of that. Dylan Jordan with the stop. Right now, the Wildcats averaging less than 2 yards per carry on 22 tries.
This is looking a lot like the beginning of this game for Wayne State offensively, where they went 3 and out on 2 consecutive drives. UNK just winning that line battle. Wayne State's going to have to air it out here.
Lopers show blitz. 4 wideouts for Dannenbrink. Pressure comes. He has it complete with some space, and there's the legs. A big 3rd down conversion. Wayne State College and Brennan Hayes, a 5'10 sophomore running back, the first time we've called his name, and the Creston, Iowa native moves the sticks for Wayne State College.
Another nice play design. Bring him out of the backfield. Put him out on that flat route. Nobody guarding him. Pressure coming in quick. Nice little quick throw. Lots of yardage there for the 1st down.
Gain of 14 on 3rd and 12. The Wildcats feasting on 3rd down. They're 50%. Fake the handoff, and Dannenbrink goes down. The football's out. He was down before the ball was ripped from his grasp. But still a sack for the Loper defense, and it's 2nd and long.
Gonna get another look at that, see if we have a good angle of it ourselves. Yeah, definitely down. But another good play there by UNK defensive line.
Davies again getting in, number 2 in white.
They're making Wayne State feel the pressure.
Oh, they're not feeling it on 3rd down. That's the best down for Wayne State College. And here's Dannenbrink. Throws right. Has it complete. Good timing route to link up with Alex Phelps for the 2nd time. And that's a 12-yard gain. The 2nd conversion on a down that had more than 10 yards to go.
Yeah, beautiful hook to beat the man coverage. Gives Wayne State another 1st down. Wayne State driving here.
Both teams putting together some drives as we've nearly played 10 minutes already here in the 2nd half. Hand off to the left. And the Lopers string it out. Just a couple of yards that time for Hayes, who had the conversion moments ago, showing off his speed.
That run game has definitely opened up the passing game, though, for Wayne State. Still looking for them to break a run free and see if UNK will allow them to do so.
Hayes will stay in the ball game to the left of Dannenbrink. Dannenbrink now 13 of 18 for 2 touchdowns and a pick. From the pocket, an all-arm throw, and it's out of bounds. He had to get rid of it and threw it to a safe spot, trying to find Curtis Whitty. Coverage by UNK's Quaylen McQueen.
Now once again, the 3rd and long. Last time we saw the blitz from UNK. Little quick pass to the flat, and Wayne State got the 1st down. How does Wayne State approached this one, similar concept. Does UNK drop more into coverage this time around? 10 yards is a lot. Could expect them to see them drop back here.
The sophomore signal caller throws right, incomplete. And there's a late flag coming from deep down the right sideline. There was a lot of contact on that play. Surprised that it came from that official, but certainly some contact before the ball arrived.
Wayne State was definitely wanting a flag, and they got
Might be
it.
a hold instead of pass interference. It is. And so it's a hold against McQueen.
First down nonetheless.
You'll see at bottom of your screen. Yeah, that one's pretty blatant. And credit, I'm just going to give the credit to Dannenbrink. I don't know if he saw the hold happening and threw it that way, thinking there's a chance at a flag or not. But I'm going to give him the credit that he did know that. Regardless, he knew that he was throwing to Dane Peterson, and that has worked out more often than not today.
And believe it or not, just 4 receptions for Peterson. He's one of 9-10 different players that Dannenbrink has thrown the ball to.
Again, the Wildcats convert on third down. 6 for 11. Late throw, picked off. The Lopers, another INT. Ife Current gets his first as a Loper. And the defense gets off the field via the INT.
And while this doesn't have much to do with the play, just watching the after the play, and it's just something that I've noticed a lot over the course of the game, as that's a great diving interception. The UNK sideline just went ballistic, and I don't think we've seen a ton of energy from the Wayne State sideline tonight.
No, a little more businesslike for the home squad. The road guys, they're enjoying their big plays, no doubt about it. Ife Current expected to make a big difference. A team that had to replace a couple of really quality corners lost to graduation. Current comes in, gets a pick. McQueen had one earlier. Now UNK sets up from the 28-yard line. Bryden running out of time. He's sacked, thrown backwards for a loss. And it's Luke Lambert, the Ashland Greenwood product, having a massive ball game.
That's the third time Wayne State has gone in and gotten a sack. Let's take another look at that one on the instant replay. Just breaks past the tackle and brought him down. That's going to set up second and long.
And a coverage sack there because Bryden had some time initially. Didn't get rid of the football and lost 9 yards as a result. 4-man rush. Sitzman gets through. Bryden takes off. Switches the football to the left hand. Slides and gets nailed. And that could be an ejection. Bryden still down on the field.
It's probably going to be a late hit for sure. I don't think it's going to lead to an ejection, but definitely big late hit. Bryden went down. Second later, boom, big hit. Not anything you ever want to see as the training staff comes out to take a look at their QB.
We'll see. He initiates the slide. Right there. And launching with head. That's helmet-to-helmet contact.
That is helmet-to-helmet.
That seems like apparent targeting. Mitchell Anderson's had a great game, the junior out of Bennington. And it happens so fast.
Yes.
You give yourself up as the quarterback, and as the defender, it's really challenging. When are they giving themselves up? You're trying to make a play. And in that case, it's helmet-to-helmet contact while the quarterback is sliding. We'll see what the officials say.
Get another look at this one from our top cam. And it just, take it all in. He was down, ready to make the tackle, then the slide comes in. They're going to review this one, it looks like.
It's going to review, so it means it is suspected targeting. Just a few years old now, replay here at the Division II level. Started in the MIAA, UNK's conference, as a pilot program. It went well. Expanded. So now a couple of years of doing it here in a game hosted by the NSIC. And, of course, as you know, in college football, the targeting play is reviewed because that would result in the end of the game for a critical player for Wayne State College and Mitchell Anderson. Now, it's worth noting that there are different views that the referees have access to. They are not using our cameras. So we are not seeing the same thing they're seeing.
And if you just look at the process of targeting, you look at a defensive player, check, Bryden was giving himself up, leading with the crown of the helmet, sure looked to be like he was leading with the crown of the helmet, and then I hit towards the head or neck area. I think that checks all three boxes.
That looks, I've thought the things they're targeting before that ended up not being, and so I don't want to say definitively, but that one does look like textbook targeting. And looking over to the sideline now, is that Bryden who's warming up?
That's Schulting warming up. Bryden's over at the athletic trainer table, and it looks like they're checking out his right leg.
So Abram Schulting getting some throws in. The Pierce High School product came in for a snap or two earlier in this game.
And while we got some time, I'd love to see if we get another look at that. I hadn't been looking at anything but the play on Bryden, and I want to see if there's a look at the leg.
My goodness.
And see if if his leg got rolled over or anything of that matter. And so curious if we get another look of that.
Yeah, it really looks like he was down because of his head there.
Yes.
Not because of his leg, but you're right. They are looking at his lower body on the far sideline at the training table.
Once again, never a situation that you like to see. Here comes that other look at it. See if anything happens with that right leg as he comes down and gets hit. Nothing noticeable.
I don't see anything.
But that's definitely what they're looking at, that right foot or
ankle.
And now we've got a decision here from the white hat.
The player led with his head, personal foul with the targeting. He will be disqualified in the game.
As expected, that's upheld as targeting against Mitchell Anderson, and he is done for the day. So Anderson disqualified for the rest of this game because of this targeting play. Helmet-to-helmet contact on a defenseless player. So now Abram Schulting will trot out for Nebraska Kearney at QB. Schulting got in 4 games last season, 23 of 35 passing for 243 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks. Can run a little bit as well. He got the start at Southwest Minnesota State, who is in the NSIC, but is one of the worst teams in Division II football. So he did get to play against, he did get to start a game last year, but against much inferior competition compared to Wayne State College. Here's the former Pierce Blue Jay with Ross next to him, hands it off. Ross sidesteps one tackler and impressively gets back to the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 10.
As expected, first play for Schulting, just going to run the ball. And as someone from Kearney who's been to UNK practice this year, just watching their progressions, Schulting is a good backup quarterback to what Bryden is, and there's definitely not a whole lot underneath Schulting here, but curious to see how he performs when the lights get brighter.
Well, the lights are on here in Wayne, America. Cunningham Field, an excellent ball game. Just the 3rd possession of the second half. These teams have held the ball for quite some time. Back to Ross. Oh, and he's ripped down. Good tackle. And how about the play of Luke Lambert? Junior defensive tackle. He is fierce. Look at him shed the block that time of Wyatt Marr, the 295-pound senior. Lambert's been everywhere. It's 3rd down and 8. Will the Lopers turn Schulting loose here? Wildcat fans trying to make some noise. Schulting deep down the right side, and it's caught. What a grab. It's Jaden Jude in the red zone to the 16-yard line.
I don't think Wayne State saw a deep ball coming, as UNK has hardly thrown one tonight. Schulting drops back and puts a dime right into Jaden Jude.
A 32-yard completion on 3rd and long by the backup quarterback to the Lopers' top receiver, Jaden Jude. The transfer from Tennessee Chattanooga, who plays at the FCS level, has been dynamic. And now it's Schulting on the ground, stretches it out to the outside, and picks up 6 yards. It's 2nd and 4 from the 10-yard line for Nebraska Kearney. What a big play in this drive and in this second half.
One of the little things whenever it comes to a targeting play, not only do you see a player get ejected from the defense, but it also injects more energy and enthusiasm into the offensive side, and we're seeing that energy come from UNK now.
Just 2 wideouts for the Lopers. They give to Ross. Has a little bit of room. It closes in a hurry, but he's able to fall forward just short of the 1st down to about the 6.5-yard line. 1 minute to go here in the 3rd quarter on the Aurora Cooperative scoreboard. And Harris comes back into the ball game. He's not just a short yardage back, but he sure does excel in those situations.
Yeah, if UNK has shown anything tonight, they're more than likely going to hand this off to Harris.
Here he is. Harris smacked, but he surges forward after the initial hit. That's the mark of a great back. That first tackle doesn't bring you down, and Harris able to lunge forward for a few. There's a Wildcat still down on the field. That's Trent Rasmussen, senior out of Centura High School, not too far from Loperville. And the training staff will look at him. We'll step aside for a brief moment. 21 seconds to play in the 3rd quarter on News Channel Nebraska.
It all starts at Big Red Motorsports in O'Neill, a side-by-side built to work with you on the farm or the ranch. A trusted partner when you're out hunting. And the adventurous speed to feel the thrill when it's time to play. Work hard, ride hard, play hard. Big Red Motorsports in O'Neill, powering your passion every step of the way.
My name is...
It all starts at Big Red.
My name is Ann, and I'm the mother-in-law.
I'm Courtney, and I'm the daughter-in-law.
And we've been going to Faith Regional our entire lives. The treatment I've received here at Faith Regional is exceptional. They go above and beyond.
I'm definitely planning on having all of my future children at Faith. It's where I felt safe and secure, and I knew my baby was getting the best care possible as well as myself, and I want to continue that.
Rasmussen walking off mostly under his own power. We hope the Rockville, Nebraska native able to get back in the ball game. Meanwhile, 1st and goal from the 3 with the backup quarterback out there after an apparent leg injury on a slide that resulted in a targeting call to starter Darren Bryden.
And while we still got a couple time, Bryden just stepped off of the athletic bench and with a noticeable limp before sitting back down. This might be Schulting's game the rest of the way.
Schulting appears to be ready to go in the shotgun. Jamez Ross next to him, not Isaiah Harris.
And we're going to go to the 4th quarter.
And the time will just tick off. We head to the 4th. right where we started in the second half. Tied up at 14 apiece. The 85th game in this in-state rivalry between Wayne State and College and UNK is a good one on News Channel Nebraska.
So this yellow jacket, it basically symbolizes that it's showtime.
The yellow jackets are a throwback to Monday Night Football.
The 1970s, Keith Jackson, Howard Cosell.
That was the big broadcast in the country. Now we're the big broadcast in Nebraska.
When News Channel Nebraska is covering a game, we want you to know that we take it seriously. We want to dress sharp. We have pride in what we do.
And we're going to wear those yellow jackets to show people that we're a little old school, but we're also the important broadcast of the night.
Farming is no 9 to 5, and working safe is a must. This planting or spraying season, look up and look out for power lines. Stay 20 feet away and use caution when folding or unfolding equipment, because they're counting on you to be in the stands, to be
UNK football, first down and goal to start quarter number 4. Handoff to Isaiah Harris. He's stopped at the 2, so a pickup of a yard to Harris. No surprise, they bring in the back that's gotten them through this game, Harris, and give it to him. That might be coming up again. Harris, 116 rushing yards on 14 tries and a touchdown. With the redshirt sophomore, backup quarterback in Schulting. Second and goal from the 2. Back to Harris again, and this time he loses yards. The Wildcats defense bursts through and makes the stop. Believe Braden Cheney involved in that play.
And this is such a big third down for this entire game as a whole. Do you look to pass it here, or do you try to go with the middle again?
That's the question in the mind of UNK head coach Ryan Held, who's the primary play caller. 7 seconds to snap it. 3 seconds. Schulting gets it off, runs the option, keeps it, and finds Paydirt. The Pierce native back in northeast Nebraska puts UNK in front on the road.
Beautiful play call, and we know that both of UNK's quarterbacks, they can run the ball, call a read option, more of a speed option to that near side, and cut right up the middle, and UNK takes the lead.
What a veteran play by Schulting. With just 1 second on the play clock, gets it off, keeps it, and navigates for 6. Now Pritchard for the point after, sends it through. Just about 90 seconds played in the fourth quarter, and UNK is back in front by 7. Wayne State College looking to answer when we return to Cunningham Field on News Channel Nebraska.
Heading to the lake with your boat, or just cruising in a car or motorcycle, Speedy Mart.
Kearney, Nebraska is the getaway you never knew you needed. With comfortable, premium lodging, eclectic shopping, and a variety of locally owned craft food and drink options, Kearney has something for everyone. By day, you'll find rich history, outdoor adventure, and some of America's most unique attractions. And by night, our many entertainment options, dazzling performances, and unique hangouts offer the perfect way to unwind. Visit Kearney. It's so much more than just in the middle.
On your way to the big game or heading home after the win, Speedy Mart is the ultimate team stop.
Stay alive! Stay alive! Stay alive! Stay alive! You're bound to stay alive at Speedy Mart.
Kyle Failing boots it away. Ty Johnson from the 6-yard line for Wayne State College brings it back across the 20, just short of the 25-yard line. And that's where the Wildcats will get the football. Man, what a ball game we've been able to enjoy here in Wayne, America. I'm Michael Shively. Elijah Mosier is with me. And that previous drive by UNK started with an interception. It lasted 11 plays, 6 minutes and 14 seconds, and went 72 yards, ending with an Abram Schulting rushing touchdown to put the Lopers back in front.
And this is just Wayne State's second series of the second half. They had a 9-play series in the third quarter. Just not a lot of time offensively for them.
Ooh, and an off-target pass from quarterback Bennett Dannenbrink, making his first Wayne State start, the sophomore from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. He was directing his wide receiver there, saying, expected you to be closer to the line of scrimmage on that snap. And it's 2nd and 10. Thanks to that last drive, UNK is now out-yarding Wayne State by a fair margin. Wayne State, 45 plays for 172 yards. It's just 3.8 yards per play. Here's Dannenbrink going deep, incomplete. A little bit of hand fighting. And now the Loper in coverage is down on the far sideline, perhaps with a cramp. And it's 3rd down and 10.
This is where Wayne State has excelled.
And terrific work on 3rd down there, 5 for 10. Suppose it doesn't count when they converted by penalty, which happened on their last drive. Just a 3-man rush. Dannenbrink guns it. Incomplete.
And
Caden Magruder with coverage.
And that's been where UNK has looked the best on 3rd downs, when they've only rushed 3, dropped the rest back into coverage. Shows up once again, forces Wayne State to 3 and out. And time is going to quickly run out on Wayne State here. They can't keep UNK's next series short.
Correction, that was Felder on the coverage. Pass intended for Colton Andrews. And here is the punt unit for Wayne State. Jacob Burrell, we saw a lot of him in the first quarter, not much since. Wayne State offense a little bit more behind it since then. This one's a spiraling laser schwung, backpedals to the 25, tries to go to the left side as a flag flies, reverses course, has some space, and up the middle of the field goes to the 41.
This one's going to come back for a blindside block.
Oh my, that would be a personal foul penalty from the spot of that foul, and would back UNK up to roughly to 10.
I think it was a little bit more inside of there, too. I saw that one live. I knew that was a flag before it was even thrown.
All right, I'm corrected again. There's a 10-yard penalty, not a 15-yard penalty, but it
So,
is from the spot.
Watch it here.
Yep.
Bottom of the screen, yep. He tried to angle it, but that one hit him entirely in the back.
That was witty for Wayne State, getting in good position there, helping to force that penalty flag. And with just under 13 minutes remaining on your Faith Regional Physician Services scoreboard, UNK heads out on the field. And it's Abram Schulting again at quarterback. Bryden is now on crutches on the far sideline. The former Stony Brook quarterback who started games in the FCS. A heralded transfer who spent just a semester at Emporia State before heading north to UNK, anticipating getting the starting job. He now won't complete his first start. It's Schulting's game.
And this is bound to be something that has a multi-week impact for UNK as they continue their season. Another in-state rivalry game with Chadron State next week. And Schulting's definitely proved that he can hold his own so far in his series tonight that he's played.
Had the massive completion, 32-yarder, helped swing that drive that put the Lopers in front. Handoff, Harris stumbles. Gets maybe a yard. And it's 3rd down and 7. Wayne State College, of course, lots of time left in this game. And they played it safe some of the first half, and it worked out. This is not a team that's going to feel pressure playing at home. They have a steady head coach in Logan Masters. You see Darren Bryden on your screen. But this is a group that will remain poised despite trailing here in the 4th quarter.
They held their own in the first half when they were down a touchdown. They'll do so again here.
Schulting, quick pass. It's Jude again. He's short of the sticks. And good job stopping him in his tracks. Isaiah Jackson. And Jackson, a little slow to get up, but now on his feet. He'll stay in the game for this 4th down.
Definitely a time to punt it if you're UNK. There are times to risk it and go for it, but inside your own 25, you punt this one away with a touchdown lead in the 4th.
Oh, no doubt. Jaden Jude, 7 catches, 98 yards, and a touchdown. But that time the route just a little bit short. 7 seconds to snap it for Mormino. Gets a belt-high snap. And a high spiraling kick is fair caught at the 35 by Johnson. So Wayne State's defense does its job. Limits Nebraska Kearney to a 3-and-out. And decent field position to try and head on down and have a chance to tie the game.
And I think this is where we're going to see Wayne State open up a little bit more of that passing game this time around. They've held on to that rushing game a lot of this game, and the passing game has been what's produced yardage.
Dannenbrink, 13 of 23 for 133 yards, 2 scores, but 2 picks, a part of that. Hands off, bobbled for a moment, and not a whole lot of ground to work with. The give was to Akeem Knox, and Knox, tough go today, 5 carries for 3 yards. 4G has had the best luck, 10 carries for 29 yards, and that's not exactly lighting it up.
1-yard gain, 2nd down and 9 for the Wildcats.
See what Wayne State decides to do here on that 2nd down. Definitely bringing a lot of their players in like it's going to be a run.
Dannenbrink fakes the run, throws out to his favorite target, Peterson. Peterson with a head of steam, barrels over a defender. He's still going and tripped up in Loper territory to the 36-yard line. A 27-yard pickup to the trusty tight end.
And that's what made that formation so good. You bring everybody inside the hashes, a little bit of a play action, pass it out to your favorite target, and oh, by the way, that broke up a 6 straight passes incompletion for Dannenbrink, and now Wayne State's driving into opponent territory.
That 250-pound tight end just barreled right through Javon Marsh of UNK. It was Garrett Hafes who eventually upended him. Now 1st and 10 from the opponent's 36. It's a handoff and finally some space. For the first time this game, Akeem Knox gets ahead of steam and manages more than a 3-yard pickup. This one goes for about 7. That's why you stick with the ground game, even if it's not churning out much, to the tune of just about a 1.8 yards per carry.
2nd longest rush of the game for Wayne State. Their longest, 8 yards.
There's Jake Mandelko, the defensive line coach, calling out some signals for Nebraska Kearney. Back to Knox. Knox with some space, but it's shut down quickly. And another cramping scenario. This time, Stephon Talone for the Lopers. Talone gets in front of the leading blocker, Will Waschenberg, the center, pulling out to the left there. Talone now scampering off to the sideline. He's good to go. Wayne State going to use it as a miniature timeout. if you're wondering about the timeout scenario, the Wildcats have all 3. The Lopers have 2.
And this is where we'll see how those timeouts come into play as we hit this back 8.5 minutes of the fourth quarter. Wayne State looking pretty strong with all 3.
Just one wide receiver for this 3rd down and 1. Dannenbrink brings Whitty in motion, hands off, and UNK's defense is there again. This will depend on the spot. A steady dose of Akeem Knox this possession. And it's 4th down and less than a yard.
Wayne State went back to that inside run, which UNK has been pretty good at shutting that up tonight. Now it's 4th and 1. You got to go for it, I'd imagine.
It was Davies with the stop. New player in the backfield for Wayne State. It's play action and complete to Peterson. Dane Peterson, another major first down for Wayne State College. They convert on 4th down, and after the play, a penalty flag comes soaring in.
Didn't quite catch what that's for, but it's just a very similar thing that happened last time they had a 3rd down. They do that play action, throw it to Peterson, and now let's see what happens after the play. They're going to call that unsportsmanlike conduct.
Oh, it's on the right side of the screen. It was Wayne Tay Kirby for UNK engaged in that action. Yep, Tay Kirby. So that personal foul adds on top of it.
This is where you have...
Number 91 there, right side of your screen for UNK.
Yeah, this is where you have to be disciplined no matter which team you're on. You're in a one-score game. You can't be giving up free yardage at this time in play.
7.5 to go. The 85th meeting between these foes. Sophomore quarterback in the shotgun. He sees some pressure and looks back to the sideline with 14 seconds to snap it. Fakes the pitch, runs it himself. Dannenbrink stacked up. The Lopers end up with the football. Parker Wise emerged from that huddle with it, or from that scrum with the football, but the officials say clearly down first.
Take another look on the instant replay. Really hard to tell where...
It just depends when that whistle's blown.
Yeah.
Number 4 did reach in there and rip that ball away. 2nd and goal from the 5. Again, it's Knox in the backfield with Dannenbrink. They give it to him. And he gets a yard to the 4. 3rd and goal as the clock winds here at Cunningham Field.
And with a couple of yards to go, you imagine they're going to go to the pass here. Another play action to Peterson. Is it going to be a mesh concept over the middle? Try to find some gap up there. A lot of different things you can do. There's been a few different things that have worked for Wayne State tonight whenever they've been in this position.
Well, the thing that's worked almost every time going to number 87. If you're the Lopers, you cannot lose Dane Peterson. Looking to throw. Dannenbrink flushed. Still has some time. Thinking about running. Throws low. Incomplete. Off of the leg of the defender. He was trying to get it to Keaton Bonderson. Sophomore wideout in the corner of the end zone. It's 4th and goal from the 4 with 5:44 remaining.
The pressure went the opposite way that Dannenbrink was hoping as Peterson came to the near side on an in route. And, well, I guess that'd be an out route. And so he had to, Dannenbrink rolled out to the right side and not much of a position there.
4th and goal, down a score. Wayne State at home. Dannenbrink towards Peterson. He caught it, but was he inbounds? No! He didn't get his feet in, and a goal line stand by UNK. The Lopers take over with the football, up 7 and 5 minutes and 40 seconds left.
We're going to have a great look at this one here. All you need is 1 foot in bounds, and he's going to land out of bounds.
Yep.
Good play there by Wayne State. That's Danny Brink's first and only progression that he made on the play. He was looking left. It was an ISO play lined up for Peterson and just unfortunately couldn't bring it in bounds.
Ife Current on the coverage for Nebraska Kearney. He was brought in to make plays like that. And how about that? Put your top corner on the tight end, because that's been the guy. It's been Peterson all day. 6 catches, 94 yards, 2 touchdowns, and he nearly made another spectacular effort. Good defense by Current. Handoff, and Harris, did he lose the football? He was down. The line judge from the near side racing in, saying he was down. Wayne State recovered it, but the officials say Harris was down before the football popped out.
And I don't know about that one.
Oh, boy, that's close. If you're the Lopers, you snap this ball in a hurry. Not fast enough.
I think Wayne State might have.
Did they call timeout, or is this going to review? 5:13 remaining on your Aurora Cooperative scoreboard.
At Wayne State, unlimited opportunities start with you, plus the power of us. It's the power of the classroom teacher, inspiring the next generation. Business entrepreneurs, soaring with success. Healthcare professionals, caring for their communities. Leaders in arts and sciences, making their mark on the world. With the power of Wayne State behind you, there's nothing you can't do. Learn more at exploreWayneStateCollege.com.
From the heart of Nebraska to across the state, RMV Construction is building more than just structures. We're building trust. RMV Construction has grown from humble beginnings to become a trusted name across central Nebraska and beyond. With unmatched craftsmanship, cutting-edge innovation, and an unwavering commitment to customer satisfaction, we deliver projects on time, on budget, and above expectations. Trusted, local, proven. RMV Construction in Kearney and Lincoln. Let's build your vision together.
A pivotal moment here in this rivalry matchup between Nebraska Kearney and Wayne State College. Is Isaiah Harris down? No. No, I think that's a pretty definitive look. That football is out. The ruling on the field was he was down. The football is out. Is his knee down? No. And that's the message that Wayne State seems to have received. The referee just now emerging. The Wildcats got word before everybody else. So here comes Wayne State College, and that appeared to be the correct call on the review, Elijah. The knee was not down. It was awfully close. But Isaiah Harris, a tremendous ball game, a costly turnover in the final 5.5 minutes, setting up Wayne State College first and goal.
Talk about a potential game changer here for both of these teams. Wayne State gets another crack at trying to tie this game back up with just 5 minutes left.
Credit the Wildcat defense for a game-shifting turnover. Now Dannenbrink, hands off, and 4G, no chance. Wayne State relentless in their inside handoff. They go to it once, twice, 3 times. They keep going to it, and the Lopers have stopped it nearly every time. And now there's a UNK player down on the field.
And I think now that we're into the later portions of the fourth quarter, I can say this. I don't know what Wayne State is aiming for, running up the middle again and again and again.
And all it takes is busting one for 6 yards, and you're in the end zone. But still, this is the primary rushing attack they've used, and Wayne State is averaging 1.7 yards per carry on the game.
And we've seen them be capable of running the ball when they've gone off tackle, when they've gone to the outside. But just in this fourth quarter, they keep trying to go up the middle. And I don't know whether they think it's going to eventually work, because a lot of times, yes, eventually it is going to work. But I think eventually you got to go away from it.
You know, I would probably lob one up to old number 87 4 times in this scenario. And the Dannenbrink to Peterson connection has been the offense. 94 of the team's 225 yards, courtesy of Dane Peterson, the tight ends. And this is an area of the field where he's likely to be successful. Quaylen McQueen Sr. is the player getting helped off. He is certainly slow getting to the sideline. McQueen has an interception today, a nickel for this Loper defense.
If I was Wayne State right here, I'd run play action and look for Peterson off that rollout.
Peterson is lined up as an H-back behind the left tackle. Forgy is the running back to the right side of sophomore QB Bennett Dannenbrink. 2nd and goal from the 6. It's play action. Dannenbrink in trouble. He gets it off to Forgy. Forgy dropped at the 2-yard line. Dannenbrink was flying backwards as he unloaded that football, and he got it right on his target.
I mean, I was halfway there with that play call. Play action got them some yards. Now they've got 3 yards to go. 2 plays to do it. Under 4.5 minutes to go.
And the ball at the 3. UNK, 2 timeouts left. Wayne State with 3. Forgy staying in the game at running back. An offensive lineman joining them in the backfield. It's Forgy with the football. Still on his feet. He gets nowhere. No gain. Stopped at the 3. And a penalty flag comes in after the play. From the official behind the play. See if there's something after this is blown dead. Well, there's nothing in our frame.
Yeah, I didn't catch anything myself. I wasn't looking at the field much longer.
Face mask. Caleb Freelands, the defensive lineman. Got a chunk of the face mask. So 1st and goal now from the 1. So watch 50 here. At least it didn't happen in that sequence, maybe earlier in the snap, or maybe they had the wrong number. Regardless, it's 1st and goal for Wayne State College. And this time they get it in. It's Forgy in the end zone, and the Wildcats are a point away from tying it up late in the 4th quarter.
Eventually that inside run's going to work. And just watch them go. They stack the line. They split it between the tackle and the guard. And boom. Right in for the potential game-time touchdown.
Running behind Caden Sutton, the defensive lineman. 6'1", 290-pound nose guard, helping clear the way for Forgy. Now the extra point is through. Boston Hensley equals the score at 21 apiece. We thought it would be competitive, and boy, is it. The Lopers and the Wildcats going down to the wire on News Channel Nebraska.
My name is Kayla Strathman, and at Elkhorn Valley Bank and Trust, there really is a difference. I think what sets Elkhorn Valley Bank apart is the team that we have here. I think collectively as a team, everyone that we work with has the same goal in mind. And that goal is just ultimately whoever walks through our doors, making sure we help them and they leave with the best experience, that they leave satisfied and we make sure they want to come back. Elkhorn Valley Bank, great for you, great for your community.
Oh, not time to go back yet. Cancel the morning classes.
That's not
important
happen.
Football here in Wayne, America. Stick around after the game, folks. We will be talking to a player of the game from Wayne State College, brought to you by Wayne State College. Your post-game show also brought to you by Custom Sports. Lots of work to do before we get to that point. UNK to its backup quarterback. Darren Bryden goes out with an apparent leg injury in a play that ended up as a targeting call and resulted in the ejection of safety Mitchell Anderson. Schulting executed a 32-yard deep ball, and the Lopers eventually scored that possession to take the lead. But since then, UNK made a goal line stand, subsequently fumbled the football and gave it right back to Wayne State College, who then took advantage of a face mask penalty to get first and goal from the 1 and punch it in. High drama.
If you're UNK, you are just kind of biting your tongue here. They've had the opportunities. They got the stop the first time on 4th down. Then they fumbled the ball away. They looked like they were going to get another stop, and then they had the face mask penalty. They've had the opportunities, and now they're going to need a drive in the final 4 minutes.
And that 3:47 is an eternity with the amount of timeouts left in this contest. Schulting tucks it and runs on a design pass play, gets 3 yards. You can see the timeout markers there under our sponsors on the scorebug. So 3:47, if you're UNK, you're not going to run that out. Wayne State's going to get the ball if you don't get a bunch of first downs here if you're the Lopers. The Wildcats will get the football with lots of time, plus that 2-minute timeout. It's 2nd down and 6 for UNK. Their offense has managed 258 yards today. It's a handoff. No, it's a keeper for the quarterback, Schulting. Barely tripped up, saving what could have been an even bigger gash. That was Ty Johnson. No, pardon me, I got the number wrong. Ah, yes, Jess Creasel. He's been active tonight. Got the ankle of Schulting to slow him down.
And UNK has been run heavy all night long. Would expect nothing less than that here in this final set of plays.
40 carries compared to 15 pass attempts. There's Harris, escorted out of bounds. Schulting is 3 of 4 through the air for 51 yards. So highly efficient so far. The redshirt sophomore out of Pierce, Nebraska. 1 county over from Wayne.
And we're going to hit the 2-minute timeout too.
It will be 2nd down for UNK in a tie ball game. The Lopers trying to get a road victory. Wayne State College trying to get back on top in this renewed in-state rivalry. 2 minutes to go on NCN.
My name is Ann, and I'm the mother-in-law.
I'm Courtney, and I'm the daughter-in-law.
And we've been going to Faith Regional our entire lives. The treatment I've received here at Faith Regional is exceptional. They go above and beyond.
I'm definitely planning on having all of my future children at Faith. It's where I felt safe and secure, and I knew my baby was getting the best care possible as well as myself, and I want to continue that.
These programs last played a football game on September 1st of 2011, a UNK win. So nearly 15 years without a matchup between these in-state rivals, and it was a fierce rivalry. Talking with somebody who knows both sides well before this game, Scott Hoffman. Shout out to Scott and his wife watching the game at home tonight. He's been a color announcer on News Channel Nebraska for the last few years. Former Wayne State College head coach, former UNK assistant coach. He said, man, these teams do not like each other historically. And get some games like this going down to the wire. Well, they're going to remember that next season when they play again in Kearney. Can't wait. Exciting finish on hand here. 2nd and 6. Schulting keeps, has some space, gets across the 50, and moves the sticks for the Lopers. UNK turning to option football with Schulting in the game, and they're moving the chains.
And it's worked out really well for them so far. And I said back before the third quarter started, this was going to come down to the final 2 minutes. This is where you make your mark as a program.
Tight end Anthony Sabatka of Hastings St. Cecilia was leading the way as the blocker there. Straight give to Harris. He has space. Isaiah Harris bursts free, breaks the tackle to the outside at the 15, the 10, and Harris pushed out just short of the pylon. A terrific run by Isaiah Harris. 42 yards to set up the Lopers' 1st and goal.
I hope you don't mind, but you asked me during the break at the 2-minute timeout, are the Lopers going to start looking to air out that ball? I said, I think they're going to keep it on the ground, and that is why. Isaiah Harris is a difference maker for the Lopers.
Explosive play. Braden Cheney made the touchdown-saving tackle. If this gets strung out here for a few plays, remember Cheney's effort to stop him from scoring. Timeout taken by UNK. The play clock was starting to run low. We'll step aside. Everybody catch their breath. 1:26 left on the Aurora Cooperative scoreboard.
At TC Amish Home in Norfolk, we bring you the best in outdoor living.
And all in stock and custom ordered Amish-built, American-made Polylawn furniture is on sale.
Come see us at TC Amish Home to find the perfect lawn furniture for your home.
Quality, style, comfort. TC Amish Home, right next to Courtesy Ford and online at tcamishhome.com.
New Ram 2500 Laramie Night Edition Mega Cab. Now discount priced over $9,400 below MSRP. Make this the summer event at Midway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Kearney, Nebraska, or midwaycdjr.com.
First and goal from the 3-yard line. Tied at 21. UNK trying to surge ahead with less than 90 seconds remaining. Backup quarterback Abram Schulting in. Senior running back Isaiah Harris to his left. They give to Harris, and he is stopped at the line of scrimmage. The Wayne State defensive line, no trouble upending Harris there. And it's the Wildcats who take their turn at a timeout. It was Cheney again on the tackle. How about Braden Cheney, the cornerback, racing down to make a touchdown-saving tackle. What could have been a 44-yard touchdown to go ahead for the Lopers. Instead, they have some work to do from the 2-yard line.
And they're just going to keep running the ball, try to make Wayne State use their timeouts, use as much of this clock as possible. And I was going to point out the fact that UNK had a walk-off field goal last year from 33 yards out by Kyle Failing. This seems a little less need to know now, but still wanted to throw that one out there.
Right. If you are the Lopers, you could not even attempt to score a touchdown out of fear of fumbling. Take a couple of knees and kick what is a de facto extra point to go up 3.
And at that point, you'd be looking at giving Wayne State the ball with about 1:17 left and no timeouts.
I think they're going to try to punch it in.
I think we're going to see a read option right here.
It's a speed option to the left. Schulting cuts it upfield, and he's stopped He's stopped behind the line of scrimmage, pushed back towards the 3. So the Lopers don't find Pater there. And another timeout taken by Wayne State College. But Schulting doing the right thing there. He put 2 hands on the football when he cut upfield.
Another good play
both
there.
sides have had excellent goal line defense tonight, Elijah. Both Wayne State and UNK. It has been difficult when you've gotten the ball inside the 10.
Yeah, it's been very good on both sides. And the play calling in these types of make-or-break scenarios, too, has also delivered for both of these teams. And so now you're in a situation, you got 3 yards to go on 3rd and goal, and they've tried to run up the middle with Harris. They've tried the read option with Schulting and Harris. Now where do you go on 3rd down? Do you try more of a play action, let Schulting run it if there's space? Do you run it with Harris? I'm more aiming on the side of running it with Harris if I knew Coach Held, but it's anyone's guess.
Third down and goal from the 3-yard line. UNK has not trailed in this game, but Wayne State College has answered every time the Lopers have scored. They've been able to fight back to tie it up. It comes down to the last couple of minutes. Sabatka motions right to left and back to the right. Schulting keeps. Schulting reaching. He's lunging. He's in! Touchdown, Lopers! Abram Schulting gets the ball across the end zone to put UNK in front with 1 minute and 7 seconds left.
Schulting stepping in for an injured Darren Bryden. 2 rushing touchdowns, as well as 3 for 4 passing. Schulting, the Pierce native, the Nebraska hero for Nebraska Kearney.
And he did certainly get in, no doubt about it. That replay confirms it. Now Pritchard to make it a 7-point cushion. Out of the hold of Mormino. Splits the uprights. And it's Nebraska Kearney 28. Wayne State College 21. 1:07 remaining on the Faith Regional Physician Services scoreboard. Don't go anywhere. You're watching News Channel Nebraska.
Women have a 1 in 8 chance for developing breast cancer. Early detection makes a difference. Beatrice Community Hospital's Imaging Center can help with the latest technology, from screening with 3D mammography, breast MRI, breast ultrasound, and breast biopsy. All services conveniently located in the BCH's Imaging Center. Schedule your screening today. Incredible care, incredibly close.
At Faith Regional Health Services, we know that welcoming a baby is one of life's most meaningful moments. Our supportive, experienced team delivers more than babies. We deliver safe practices, education, and customized birth plans. Whether it's your first child or your 4th, you deserve expert care in a private space that feels calm, warm, and prepared. Faith Regional Health Services. Expert hands for your exceptional beginning.
An 8-play, 75-yard drive taking 2 minutes and 40 seconds puts the Lopers in front. A high kickoff from Kyle Failing, fair caught, and the football will go to the 25-yard line for Wayne State College. I'm Michael Shively, Elijah Mosier with me, and a fantastic football game on your screen tonight. No better way to start the season than the renewal of a rivalry. These teams, fierce competitors for years, but conferences and scheduling in Division II football put an end to this rivalry after the 2011 season. Now it's back in non-conference play, and the 85th matchup between these foes has been excellent. Wayne State College hopes it's not quite over yet. Bennett Dannenbrink, 16 of 28 for 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. Taking over as starter following Nick Bones' record-setting career for Wayne State. Graduated this last season. Dannenbrink was the backup. Now he's the starter. And he needs to go 75 yards. And now needs to go 80 yards after this penalty to try to continue this game.
And that's not something that Wayne State needed. They love to run the ball. Now they're going to be forced to air it out.
Dannenbrink. Plenty of time. Rifles it. It's complete and down inbounds. Curtis Whitty made a great catch, but that clock will churn.
They got one timeout.
Both sides with one timeout. The offense substituted, so the defense can as well. Three-man rush. Dannenbrink goes to the middle of the field. He has it complete at the 40. A good find.
Clock stops momentarily while they spot the ball, move the chains, but it's going to get back going again, 37.
Second catch for Keaton Bonderson. That goes for 15 yards. To the right side again. Incomplete this time. Strong coverage by the Lopers defense.
Now Wayne State can catch their breath. They can choose the play that they want, but they need to have 3 plays in the back of their mind to go bam, 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 because they got to hurry up. That's only 27 seconds to get 60 yards down the field.
Must get a touchdown and an extra point to keep this game going. Dannenbrink heaves it deep, and it's caught. What a miraculous catch at the 30-yard line. Alex Phelps, the Wayne native. It was jarred briefly from his arms, and he hauled it in. 20 seconds and a timeout. Plenty of chances to go to the end zone for Wayne State. The Lopers showing pressure now. They've only been rushing 3. They still only bring 3. Over the middle, picked off! The Lopers have the football, and UNK will go on the road to knock off Wayne State College to start the season. Saeed Hassan ends it with an INT.
That'll be the 3rd interception of the game for Dannenbrink. And with only one timeout for Wayne State, UNK is going to take a knee and go home with another W.
It's the defense turning to turnovers. That does it for UNK. The Lopers' recipe of success last season. The 3rd interception of Dannenbrink on the day. He was looking for Peterson. It's been his guy the whole game. The big tight end over the middle. I don't know if you ever saw Saeed Hassan. The victory formation will feel sweet for Pierce, Nebraska's Abram Schulting. His rushing touchdown gave the Lopers the lead, and now, just a handful of miles away from his hometown, he breaks the hearts of Wayne State College. What a fantastic football game. An in-state rivalry renewed. It lives up to expectations, and it's the UNK Lopers who come away victorious. The final score, Nebraska Kearney 28, Wayne State College 21 in the season opener. Stay with us, folks. We have top plays coming up, plus conversations with Wayne State College player of the game and head coach Logan Masters. You're watching News Channel Nebraska.
For over 40 years, Claybaugh Pharmacy has been your trusted, family-owned, full-service pharmacy. We provide traditional medical options, medical equipment, immunizations, and over-the-counter products. We take pride in going above and beyond to improve the health of our community. And to ensure you have a seamless experience, manage your profile and refills with a touch of the finger from home. Claybaugh Pharmacy in downtown Beatrice, your hometown family-owned pharmacy.
It all starts at Big Red Motorsports in O'Neill.
It's the best time of the year to order a new John Deere planter from Landmark Implement during the early order program. Plan for success with the industry's latest technology. Upgrade to an ExactEmerge high-speed planter to cover more acres, increasing flexibility and productivity. Now is the time to lock in the best price of the year. Contact your local Landmark location to order your new John Deere planter and experience the Landmark difference.
A truck that's built to handle the toughest tasks. The GMC Sierra 2500 from Woodhouse Buick GMC. With available turbo diesel power, a reinforced frame and advanced trailering tech, it's heavy-duty capability without compromise. Take advantage of exclusive offers happening now. Visit us in store or shop online today. Woodhouse Buick GMC. We are professional grade.
It all starts at Big Red Motorsports in O'Neill, a side-by-side built to work with you on the farm or the ranch. A trusted partner when you're out hunting. And the adventurous speed to feel the thrill when it's time to play. Work hard, ride hard, play hard. Big Red Motorsports in O'Neill, powering your passion every step of the way.
My name is Ann, and I'm the mother-in-law.
I'm Courtney, and I'm the daughter-in-law.
And we've been going to Faith Regional our entire lives. The treatment I've received here at Faith Regional is exceptional. They go above and beyond.
I'm definitely planning on having all of my future children at Faith. It's where I felt safe and secure, and I knew my baby was getting the best care possible as well as myself, and I want to continue that.
Whether you're
Farming is no 9 to 5, and working safe is a must. This planting or spraying season, look up and look out for power lines. Stay 20 feet away and use caution when folding or unfolding equipment, because they're counting on you to be in the stands, to be at the dinner table, to come home safe. Nebraska Public Power District. Always there when you need us.
So this yellow jacket, it basically symbolizes that it's showtime.
The Yellow Jackets are a throwback to Monday Night Football.
The 1970s, Keith Jackson, Howard Cosell.
That was the big broadcast in the country. Now we're the big broadcast in Nebraska.
When News Channel Nebraska is covering a game, we want you to know that we take it seriously. We want to dress sharp. We have pride in what we do.
And we're going to wear those yellow jackets to show people, you know, we're a little old school, but we're also the important broadcast of the night.
At Wayne State, unlimited opportunities start with you, plus the power of us. It's the power of the classroom teacher, inspiring the next generation. Business entrepreneurs, soaring with success. Healthcare professionals, caring for their communities. Leaders in arts and sciences, making their mark on the world. With the power of Wayne State behind you, there's nothing you can't do. Learn more at ExploreWayneStateCollege.com.
Did you know that Teammates Mentoring is the largest school-based mentoring program in the nation? But we still need your help. Over 500 students are waiting for a mentor like you. Meeting with a student just once a week in school can make a positive impact on their life by providing a sense of hope and helping them to reach their full potential. So what are you waiting for? Head over to teammates.org today to learn more about how you can get involved. Join the team. Be a mentor.
It's Schaefer's Labor Day Savings Event. Take advantage of store-wide savings, interest-free financing, and special Labor Day cashback rebates. Don't turn up the TV, turn down the dishwasher with a new Quiet KitchenAid. Super cleaning performance and features make KitchenAid stand out. And at Schaefer's, save $400 on this 3-rack stainless dishwasher and get free local installation. Hurry in for the Labor Day Savings Event going on now at Schaefer's, 48th and R. Lincoln.
The new 2026 Chevrolets are arriving every day. Lease a new 2026 Equinox LT only $299 a month at Central Nebraska's premier GM dealer, Midway Chevrolet Buick GMC in Kearney, or thinkmidway.com/GM. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
Well, Coach Logan Masters, tough way to end that one. What a competitive game. What made the difference down the stretch?
Mental mistakes. They could probably say the same thing. Just we had the big plays is guys were in the right spot, and offensively we turned it over. We didn't have the silly dumb penalties, which I'm proud of. Just got to get better going into next week.
Now, what's the message when you group the guys up after a tough loss like this?
No one cares. You got to get over it. You can feel bad for 24 hours. We get a little extra time because we don't play till Saturday, but hopefully it hurts, because if it hurts, it means something to you. So they can let us sit in there and inside and hopefully hurt a little bit, and then Sunday, no one cares. You got to get over it, get ready for Mary.
Well, one guy making a lot of plays today, Dane Peterson. He couldn't be stopped at moments. What was that like watching him succeed like he did?
Yeah, I probably should have gotten the ball a little bit more, huh? Better play caller. Dane's special. We've known that for a few years. We haven't maybe used him like we should, but he makes the heck a lot better, so we're going to keep finding ways to get him the football.
Go get him next week, Coach.
Thank you. Go Cats.
All right, let's bring in our player of the game, Dane Peterson. Dane, you really were able to stand out today. A couple of touchdowns. What was that like for you to get in the end zone?
I mean, it was great. Me and Bennett have been working all off season, just working on timing, trusting each other, and the ball just found me a couple times, and it's a great feeling. So.
Now, what's this offense? So, what's the ceiling like for you guys this season in terms of being able to find that connection and find some points?
I mean, we're pretty young on the O-line. We got some guys playing some snaps that haven't played a ton of snaps before, and once we get both sides of that game, the run and the pass, clicking, then I think that we can be pretty dangerous.
Well, conference play on the horizon still. What are the goals for this team in 2025?
I think we're just taking it game by game. I mean, hurts losing tonight, but like Coach said, you got 24 hours, got to move on, and then we're on to Mary. So.
Well, great game today, Dan. Congratulations on that. Best of luck next week.
All right, thank you.
That's the Wayne State College Wildcats following what was a phenomenal game against UNK. Highly competitive. Let's take a look at your top plays right after this.
It's Schaefer's Labor Day Savings Event. Take advantage of store-wide savings, interest-free financing, and special Labor Day cashback rebates. Don't turn up the TV, turn down the dishwasher with a new Quiet KitchenAid. Super cleaning performance and features make KitchenAid stand out. And at Schaefer's, save $400 on this 3-rack stainless dishwasher and get free local installation. Hurry in for the Labor Day Savings Event going on now at Schaefer's, 48th and R. Lincoln.
At Wayne State, unlimited opportunities start with you, plus the power of us. It's the power of the classroom teacher, inspiring the next generation. Business entrepreneurs, soaring with success. Healthcare professionals, caring for their communities. Leaders in arts and sciences, making their mark on the world. With the power of Wayne State behind you, there's nothing you can't do. Learn more at ExploreWayneStateCollege.com.
Did you know that Teammates Mentoring is the largest school-based mentoring program in the nation? But we still need your help. Over 500 students are waiting for a mentor like you. Meeting with a student just once a week in school can make a positive impact on their life by providing a sense of hope and helping them to reach their full potential. So what are you waiting for? Head over to teammates.org today to learn more about how you can get involved. Join the team. Be a mentor.
It's Schaefer's Labor Day Savings Event. Take advantage of store-wide savings, interest-free financing, and special Labor Day cashback rebates. Don't turn up the TV, turn down the dishwasher with a new Quiet KitchenAid. Super cleaning performance and features make KitchenAid stand out. And at Schaefer's, save $400 on this 3-rack stainless dishwasher and get free local installation. Hurry in for the Labor Day Savings Event going on now at Schaefer's, 48th and R. Lincoln.
From the heart of Nebraska to across the state, RMV Construction is building more than just structures. We're building trust. RMV Construction has grown from humble beginnings to become a trusted name across central Nebraska and beyond. With unmatched craftsmanship, cutting-edge innovation, and an unwavering commitment to customer satisfaction, we deliver projects on time, on budget, and above expectations. Trusted, local, proven. RMV Construction in Kearney and Lincoln. Let's build your vision together.
I spend with purpose because I bank with purpose at Liberty First Credit Union. With my Liberty Plus checking account, I can earn extra cash just for spending on everyday things, like groceries, online or in-store purchases, and lunch. At Liberty First, anyone can join, so start earning money to spend on the things you love. Start banking with purpose. Start banking with Liberty First Credit Union.
All right, we're back here at Wayne State College. Michael Shively, Elijah Mosier with you. And what a ball game it was. 28-21 the final score. UNK gets the win on the road at Wayne State. Let's see how it happened. It's time for your top plays tonight. UNK and Wayne beginning the season, neither side with a win or a loss. This is the renewal of a rivalry, the 85th installment of this in-state clash. They last played in 2011. New quarterback Darren Bryden, but here we see returning running back Isaiah Harris. Just the second offensive play for UNK. He goes 55 yards and is expected to be one of the best in the conference. Harris starts things off 7-zip. Wayne State College on offense, and they turn to Dane Peterson. They're going to turn to him a lot today. 6'4", 250 pounds. He gets a big gain. And he's helping to reignite things for Wayne State, who struggled to start the game on offense. Oh, there he is again. This is Bennett Dannenbring, sophomore out of Sioux Falls, doing the passing. His first year as starting quarterback, and he has found his favorite connection in the junior from Elkhorn. More from Wayne State College after they tied it up over the middle. Ooh, right into the arms of UNK's Quaylen McQueen. Out of Independence Community College, by the way of Miami, gets a big INT. UNK last season, 17 picks as a defense, and that was a big one there. Back to offense for the Lopers, and a touchdown catch for Jaden Jude. Oh, boy, is he going to be a good one. 7 catches, 98 yards, including that score, and the Lopers are back in front. Now for Wayne State College again, and they're able to connect through the air. Curtis Whitty, sophomore from Council Bluffs, courtesy of Dannenbring. Still looking for some offense. This is off the back foot, and Dannenbring finds his trusty, reliable target, the big tight end, Dane Peterson. That's 2 touchdown catches for Peterson. He did not catch one last year. He is making his mark against the Lopers. We're back tied at 14. Dannenbring again throwing off the back foot. At this time, not a good decision. And the Lopers with another interception. This time, Ife Currents, transfer corner out of Texas, gets the INT. Into the second half we go, all tied up, and Abram Schulting in at QB now. Darren Bryden, the transfer, out with an apparent leg injury. And there's Jaden Jude hauling in that 32-yarder from Schulting. Now trying to turn it into points. Schulting on the option, keeps it, dodges a defender, and scores. By the way, he's from Pierce, Nebraska. That's in this neck of the woods in northeast Nebraska. A bit of a homecoming for Schulting, and he makes the most of it as the backup. So the Lopers in front. They have the football after a goal line stand. Isaiah Harris, though, the standout back, coughs it up, and Wayne State takes over, first down and goal. This is getting late in the fourth quarter, down 7 points, and Wayne State gets the big turnover. They'll bring their offense out there, get it to the 1-yard line after a face mask penalty, and punch it right on in. Dawson Forgy does the honors, and after the extra point, we're tied up. 21 all. Coming down to the wire here in Wayne, America. UNK, guess who? Isaiah Harris. He burst free. Another explosive play down to the 2-yard line. A 41-yard jaunt for the Millard South product. Now on 3rd and goal, reaching into the end zone, Abram Schulting. He's the backup, but he got it done with 2 rushing touchdowns to propel the Lopers in front 28-21. But still, Wayne State with a chance late, but intercepted. Looking for Peterson, it's Saeed Hassan who steps in front of the football to pick it off and seal it for the Lopers. UNK celebrates their victorious and start the season with a road victory over an in-state rival, 28-21. Oh, an excellent ball game here on News Channel Nebraska. So happy you stuck around, joined us for this. Fireworks towards the end, and really encouraged by the quality of play we saw today. Whether you're a Wayne State fan, a UNK fan, heck, if you're cheering for Chadron State next week, I think we know the level of play here in Nebraska at the Division II level is pretty high. 2 good programs just went at it, and it was fun to see how competitive it was in this rivalry atmosphere.
It was such a great game, and now the only thing left is for Wayne State to add Chadron State to their schedule. Then we kind of get like a Commanders-in-Chief trophy thing going on that the Armed Forces does. But having in-state rivalries on the calendar is just such a great thing for Division II football in the state of Nebraska. And the environment tonight was electric, and just under the lights on week 0, you couldn't do it much better than a touchdown in the final 2 minutes to walk it off.
Yeah, it came down to the last play of the game, quite frankly, and got us to this point where UNK gets the win. Big victory, darn near a signature victory for head coach Ryan Held. He says things are different year 3, feels really good, and he showed it here in week 1. Logan Masters still has a lot to work with his crew, no doubt about that. Thanks so much to everybody who made this possible, our fine sponsors, our host at Wayne State College, our excellent crew, led tonight by Connor Luby. Be sure to tune in tomorrow. We have high school football as Pierce High School host Aurora. And then Saturday, it's back to the college football gridiron in Crete. Doane University goes against Hastings College. Rodeo action early next week. And, of course, we'll be back at it with more UNK football next Saturday as they host Chadron State College. The Eagles come to Kearney. Can't wait for that. Until then, you now have permission to turn over to ESPN to check in on the Huskers. Thanks so much for watching. News is coming up next. On behalf of Elijah Mosier, I'm Michael Shively. Have a wonderful rest of your night.
NCN Studios are sponsored by Faith Regional Health Services.